What if it was like 900 viewers?
So
all commenting like you idiot.
this is terrible. So he comes in. He says, there is a town. Where's the map at? The one of the small one of the continent. Or not the continent, you know what I mean. Yeah.
I just want to name more stuff. I just want that to thrown out there. Silly room.
Oh, so
He can,
is Grimoire supposed to be listening currently?
yeah.
Okay.
He said, as you guys probably know, there is a small village that raids
Is it named?
Wolf's Den.
Oh yeah, I know about Wolf's
He goes,
Den.
it is gone.
What happened?
It's gone. I said we just met people from there a few weeks ago. Or, I don't know what time it is.
He
But
goes,
It's been a while.
He goes, it is gone. It has been pillaged.
pillaged.
By who?
Barbarians.
Barbarians.
From where?
I'm just
He goes,
repeating everything.
he goes, there is a town directly east of us, about a 10-day travel. He goes, very beautiful travel.
What?
Just trees, nice fields.
Grimoire interrupted. He said, "Is it safe travel? I couldn't care less about beautiful."
He goes, fairly. I go, the problem's not going to be getting there.
Is it finding it?
You'll find it.
I asked.
He
Are
goes,
there things to name along the way?
Hey-Rek honestly couldn't care less about me. He's like, I suppose. You can name whatever you like.
I'm in.
Well, one signed up, doesn't even know what we're doing. he goes, I would like you to go to this town of, it's called Martel, named after their great leader of the past. He goes, this is a town of fighters and conquerors.
How big of a town is this?
Yeah, it's a little smaller than Westfire.
A little smaller than Westfire. That's
goes-
still pretty large.
He says, they will not be hostile to us as we have armed them with weapons.
Excellent.
He says, specifically my friend right here. And he pats Klein on the back. And then he says, what I want is negotiation terms to get them into the Confederacy, because I feel like having people like that on our side would be great.
Yes.
Obviously. He goes, they destroyed Wolf's Den before we even realized what had happened.
What dangers may
Do they-
they had?
Do they kill like the women and children too?
Well, they raped the women and they killed the men and children.
Are these people?
They killed the children.
They
I'm not sure I want
Honestly,
to
are these the people that we want to be doing
Hey,
business
we're
with?
not women and we're not children.
He goes, well, I don't think it's the people we want
They
to not
go.
to like.
Men.
We can't. He goes, I agree. They're probably not the best business partners, but we can't just ignore this, and we don't have the military personnel to take them out.
So you're sending our ragtag bunch of heroes.
I see no one better. He said, hey, Rex, like, as
We're trying to.
long as you negotiate carefully and properly, you should come out unharmed.
Well, we need to make sure we negotiate no raping and killing children. So we need to negotiate.
I think he goes, they might have enslaved the children.
We're not sure what happened to the children.
There were small corpses there, but there weren't many. So they like killed some children.
Some children are brats.
Aye.
So is everyone in?
You have not sold it to me, but I suppose
I
if
say
my
come on.
fellow friends are going, I will go.
He goes, hopefully you come back with great news.
Hopefully we come back.
I look at Grimron and like, no hand axes.
No, I guess not. What a
He,
shame.
he's like, Grandma, you might feel right at home.
I hope.
Because I heard you were throwing hand axes in a winery last night.
Yes, which brings me to our next topic. What do you know of Vexius?
This is when you would talk as Hayrick.
So Hayrick explains that he does know the name, he knows the lore behind Vexius, and he seems very nervous. He asks what what happened. We explain what happened with the incident of the dead bodies being taken from the wine cellar, and that he left with really no acknowledgement of us. And then Hayrek looks very, very concerned with all of the whole story has him concerned. He does not speak directly as to what this may mean, but he says that he will
Look into it.
yes, look into it and hopefully be able to find a way to.
I look at the high priest and say, "Is this a name that we've heard in our books? I don't recognize it."
The high priest says, I do not recognize the name Vexius. I do not recognize the name at all.
Hayrek like tries to get the mood back up, and he's like, he goes, "Do you guys want?" Or he goes, "The first stop we'll take the high priest on is to Wormsinger's shop and show him how weapons are made." He goes, "Would you guys like to come there and then go on your journey? Maybe get a weapon?"
I look at you guys and I say, we could use weapons if they are at a cheaper rate than usual or potentially free. Would you guys like to check out their weapons?
Might as well.
Okay, so
Always a good check for some weapon.
Rio! The door opens. Yes, sir! He goes, "Prepare my going out suit."
I say, "Rio."
Rio like
I
runs
like
out.
Rio. I'm gonna try to. Cause I think
Free him?
I'm gonna free Rio. That's an internal goal.
Yeah, you can try. You can try.
That's just my internal goal for me.
So Rio comes like Hayrek leaves for a second and he comes back in just different collar attire that like the same thing he had on.
Oh, can I ever give my money back to the church?
No, not yet. But
I was talking to the priest was kind of being mean to me. And God, what was he being mean about? Something about money? yeah, because I was wanting paid to escort him to the Westfire. And he was like, "No, the church will not be paying for this." And I was like, Edo flings money around like it's nothing. Just so you know.
and the high priest. So you did give the money back because the high priest said, "I am aware, and I have spoken to Adam about his reckless spending."
So
And Susie the horse or the
Sally.
When she told me she didn't want to pay, I was like, "Please."
I insist.
then you paid Cato with money from the church and everything.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
So you're walking through the town.
Towards Babel Tower?
No,
Babel
I'm not
Tower?
going towards Babel Tower. That's just where he sells stuff. It's not where it's made.
Okay.
So he's pointing out stuff, the restaurants, everything, giving him a tour while he's walking, and stuff you've already seen. And then he takes like some back road, and then there's like this like little side, and there's stairs that go down into like a dark area. And he goes this way, and like Wormsinger's now leading the path. And you walk down, and you just see like a couple more like creepy looking elves. Like Wormsinger's kind of like creepy looking. Like you see him with some more, and then they like greet Wormsinger and they say hey to Hayrek, and then they kind of glare at you guys. Say hey to Sin. He's also an elf. And then they just keep on walking down, and then Hayrek says, "Don't." He goes, "Don't be alarmed." He goes, "What he does might not seem ethical." He goes, "But it is all used just for profit." That's what he's, and then, and then you keep going down, and he goes, "This is where I make my weapons," and he shows like a forge, and he turns it on, and it has black flames instead of red flames.
Nice.
And then
It doesn't bother me any.
It doesn't bother you. And then he goes, I use dark magic and the power of demons.
I say, well, that does bother me.
And the high priest immediately questions whether he wants him to come to New Fire, if that's going to be his source of power and creation.
Hayrek says this guy can bring, like, he has buyers all over the continent. He says this will bring so much economy. So people come to train under him, and people like come to buy his weapons. He goes, "This will be a great opportunity for New Fire to expand."
That doesn't.
What are we losing at this cost?
like religion issues.
It's just the
Honestly,
high
my
priest would
guys-
not want the demon.
Yeah, and my
He's
guys
like,
kinda-
he used like dark forbidden magic to make it thing change his weapons.
My guy's kind of big on
Like
that.
you can like hear like moans coming from the flames.
Can I do a divine sense?
Huh?
Can I do a divine sense?
Yeah.
He's admitted to you that he's an evil man, though.
He himself is not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll.
19 plus 2, 21.
So you can sense like no malicious evilness from Wormsinger himself,
Okay.
but from the furnace you like feel like you want to like almost
Intense.
back up. Like
Yeah. Okay.
Did he not go in a lot deeper on the lore of Vexius and stuff? Did he not talk about that?
No.
Bring it up again.
And I look at
he says,
So Sin says something.
Because I'm very interested in that subject and the tomb, because I'm trying to gather a
The
posse. I'm trying to gather a posse to go get the gold and the sword. You know.
We are your posse. Why would
No, but I have my group of archers
Yeah.
and back home and Shaky, and I'm gonna try to get Longbow in my posse.
Yeah, Gillimer.
Yeah.
So you bring that up?
Yeah.
Right now.
Eric?
Yeah.
And Wormsinger at the same time?
Yeah.
so what do you say?
Yeah, it's gonna be like you mentioned. You knew about Vexius.
Like you wonder if he has anything to do with this?
Or anything to do with the Knights of the Green.
They seem reluctant to talk about it.
Hayrick tries to explain that as far as he knows, and he doesn't want to speak for Wormsinger because he's not entirely familiar with what is going on here. Wormsinger is clearly more educated on it, but he does not believe that there's a connection between the two.
Oh yeah.
Does
There's,
he know about the Knights of the?
I don't know.
Hayrick does not know about
He knows
too
it-
much about the order, but he has heard about it.
And he knows there's a tomb in there.
History.
Obviously,
Wormsinger
does
know
he
anything? Can I ask him?
Hmm?
Does Wormsinger know anything? Can I ask him?
knows anything about the Knights.
Either one, them or Vexius.
He says he knows of Vexius, but he refrains. He doesn't not like to talk about it. He says he knows the basic stories.
Okay.
And he says they dabble in the same art.
What who does he? Have you heard of like recent news about him? Anything recent? Because the man is back.
Because I didn't know he was back.
He's here.
He goes, this is why my flames are stronger than ever.
Oh. Well, that's all I've got. Because I'm not getting into it.
So, well, I personally don't know anything. It's not.
Grimoire says, he says, I believe that it would be very important for New Fire's economy to grow.
In Wormsinger and Hayrick, they say like Hayrick goes, he has dabbled. He goes, Hayrick slips his tongue a little bit. He says, we dabbled in this back in the university. We dabbled in this kind of magic. And he goes, and he continued his education. He's a master of this magic, and he does not use it for malicious intent.
And
It's still drawing from the sequel power. It has to have really good effects.
He goes, not with this. Wormsinger explains that like the material he uses on the forge contains evil power. He says if you allow him to go, he's like only top tier like weapon makers can even like learn under him because you have to be able to seal the demon. Like he makes demon weapons, basically.
the high priest says, if we have this type of presence in our village, will there be consequences of any sort?
He goes consequences. He goes, more people will join. He goes, there will always be like a demon presence
I just don't
in
know.
your town. He goes, there's a demon presence in Westfire. Would you have been able to guess?
Me personally, no, but then Grimoire, I think Sin or Grimoire would say, we saw what may be the demon.
He says Vexius is. He goes, he's Vexius. He goes, he's not the demon I draw the power from.
Oh. Vexius has a master. Vexius serves someone.
Yeah,
Is that
No.
the demon you draw the power for?
I said I'm not.
think so.
I'm not sure if I'm to the high priest.
The high priest looks at Addo and he says, "There's no way I'm letting this man into our city, our
I
village."
say I agree. Like I don't. I mean, it's
But you,
Maybe-
but you
maybe
felt
we
that
can-
he's genuine though.
Can he
Like,
not get into
yeah,
lock
but
fire?
my guy's like so far into like
Hmm?
good versus
He can
evil.
get
Like,
on fire.
he's just kind of nervous about it.
Maybe he should take up. You talk a lock.
Great.
Hayrek's like, I understand it's scary, but this is like, he goes, he's like next to me. He's the best for it. He goes, honestly, he's better than me.
Grimoire says, when must we know? When must we decide if Mr. Wormsinger will be welcome in New Fire?
Wormsinger's like, well, I was hoping to travel back with the escort
When will that be?
at the
Immediately.
high priest leisure, which I assume would have been fairly early.
Grimoire wants to try to push this situation forward a little bit, but not towards that decision, more so getting on the road. And what my purpose is to make the group disperse a little bit so that he can talk with some of the people more directly without everyone hearing. So
the flame. So he turns the flames off. He goes, what do he like? Looks at Adam. Goes, you mean to make you a weapon?
I say, are you drawing from good or evil?
He goes, from my purple flames.
Purple flames?
They're like purple and black.
Oh, and I say, I'm okay, thank you. Though.
Looks at Grimoire.
absolutely.
He goes,
How much would it cost?
this will be a demonstration.
Then yes, I will take it.
He goes, he's like, what kind of weapon would you like?
I would like a warhammer to replace my current warhammer, please.
And then he says, is there any like specific,
Is this gonna be like a demon hammer?
is there going to be any specific like perks you want with it? Reasonable.
No, you give me whatever you believe would help me. This is my current warhammer, and I hand it to him to let him observe it.
He looks at it, he goes, where'd you get this?
This is from a great ancestor
He goes,
forged in the mines of my home city on Prawn.
he just
Not
says,
Prawn, Nexus, sorry.
he says, fine steel, fine craftsmanship. He says, but he just like looks at me, he goes, but could be better. That's it now.
Grimoire, I let that one slide. I don't say anything.
And then Hayrek puts your hand, like, he puts his hand on your back and says, you are one lucky guy. He goes, Hayrek, Wormsinger rarely personally makes a weapon for anybody.
And I'd say, do you have any weapons that are specifically made to fight against the forces of evil?
He says, we could probably make something there, but it'll cost you. He goes, you had the opportunity for demonstration.
And I'd say, how much?
He goes, it depends what you want.
I don't know.
500 gold.
And I look at the high priest, I'm like, will the church provide?
The high priest says, Addo, this is part of that frivolous spending we discussed. You do not need that weapon. You have a perfectly good sword at your side.
My guy just looks down and kind of moves his
Then-
finger around.
He looks at you and he goes, Wormsinger's like, so just like, this is not exactly a demon's weapon, if that's what you think. He goes, but do you want it to look demon-like?
I do not want it to look like a demon. No, I would prefer it to look like that of a dwarf, if possible.
You want
What a
the-
dwarf. Can you make it look like my current warhammer, but whatever stronger strength you can put into it?
Okay, so he turns on his black flames, like, gosh, maybe turn this off. Turns on his black flames.
You should have made an axe, dude. A throwing axe.
And then
He could
you could have got one that came back to you.
Right before he starts his forging, I say, wait! I would like a second hand axe to throw. And given my small stature, I would like it to come to me rather than me go to it.
So he goes like a boomerang, like, do you want to like, he goes, like, do you want like a boomerang one that comes back automatically, or one that like,
Ooh.
I want one.
yeah, do you want like an axa ring?
Yes, I will take that, please. I've never heard of it, but I will try it.
Wormfinger says, neither have I. He's like, he picks up these like big, They are purple, like blocks of metal. Like you've never like they're like glowing purple, and he throws them into the flames. And like a face pops into the flame, and then like he like starts like doing some like weird saying some. He's speaking in a different, like not Elven, not you don't know what language it is. And the flames start like moaning, and he throws another one in, and then the flames just stop. And then like this big like bright piece of fire, and he pulls it out, like it levitates up on its own, and then he starts striking it. And then he hands you this hand axe. It's noticeably bigger than your other one, and the handle is more like it's like the weapon itself is gold, and the but at the end of it, it's like a normal hand axe, but at the end it has like a purple tail. And he goes, the purple tail provide. He goes, this is where the essence of the demonness is, and like the essence of the dark magic. And he goes, it'll make it a boomerang back to you. And it like has like a he put a lion face on like the top of the thing, and then like it's like has like a cool design on the thing, and like the handle also has words written on it. And he goes, when you grab he goes, this weapon, he goes, levels up with you. This is your way. He goes, it will always get as you get stronger, it will get stronger, and it only reacts to you. He goes, I made it personally for you, and he hands it to you. You grab it. The words light up on the handle. They light up like green.
What does the word say?
They're in.
Can I read it?
No, you have no idea what they say. They're like weird symbols, and
I will ask him. What? This is very fine, and I can
It's
I
light.
sense the magic going through me?
yeah, and it's light. Like it feels alive.
Okay.
Like because it's
I say, what does this say in the handle, Mr. Barson?
it says with all my power I shall grow, is what it says.
Okay.
But he says, but then he like looks at you and he goes,
What?
he says, in demon.
In?
Demon, like that's the word. That's what the word
okay.
is.
Is that a whisper?
Yeah, because he understands he's not really like a fan favorite right
When
now.
that happens, we're leaning like this, and then I instantly go
Towards Ada.
towards Adam.
So this weapon, he goes, you give it a name, because he likes his weapons to be named.
I have to immediately.
He likes you to name it, like whatever the first thing that comes to your mind when this thing's alive in your hand.
Lionheart.
Lionheart. So now have the throwing action model, and it's going to do more damage.
Okay,
than
what
your
do I
current-
get the upgrade? It's
What's-
1d8 currently.
One
No, it's 1d6. My hand axe is 1d6.
plus
2.
plus 2. Make it a 1d8 plus 3, like everyone else has right now. But when you level up, it is going to level up. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So it's going to get its damage is going to increase with your. It's going to increase with you
Okay.
as you power. It will grow. It will grow with your power.
So Grimoire thanks him and then looks at the others, and he, specifically towards Addo and Sin, and says that he says, "I believe we should probably get on with our business."
I agree.
And, Melton,
What?
where are we going?
Martel.
Martel. We must be on our way to Martel.
Is
Do not.
Cato, is it, I forget.
Kata.
Kata.
Cato, is he coming with us?
Yeah, he's one of the hired arms.
I say, do not make any decision about Wormsinger, as I look at the high priest and say, until we have all had an opportunity to discuss.
Bruce like, who
Please,
are you
I
to,
beg
who are
of
you
you
to
this
tell me?
one time, high priest, please do not make a decision without us.
You're also the high priest. So.
I say, the decision will be made by the high priest and those I trust. And Grimoire's like, motherfucker. No, Grimoire looks a little frustrated with him. But then,
Does the high priest like think less of you now that you just took a good
oh,
demon?
absolutely.
Now, what about
We were already at odds.
What about Addo?
What do you mean?
You think less of him now for taking that weapon?
Nah, I just don't. I'm
You
like
see it in
weary
action.
of it. Yeah, I don't love it that he did it, but I'm friends with him, so
I want the group to disperse. I would like to speak
Okay,
to some
so
of these
everyone.
guys.
So Hayrick goes. Let's continue our thing.
I
And
look at
Wormsinger stays.
Hayek and I say, we have everyone we need. May we begin our quest while you continue on with the high priest.
Yes, and you walk up and then a cart and horses with supplies that he says offer these.
So he's giving us food.
Yeah, there's food and there's like stuff you need for your travels and there's stuff like peace offering.
Any additional weaponry?
Um,
Alrighty. So it's a cart pulled by horses?
oxen.
Can't ride. There's a way to ride in them, I assume.
Yeah,
Ride
there's
in.
enough room. Then you're going to make it pretty quick.
I want to ride with Addo and Sin directly. Can we all fit?
Mm-hmm. But Kata can just be in the back. It's
I
just
don't
us,
mind if
It's just
she
us
is,
four
right?
going, isn't it?
Unless Rio's going.
I don't think. Nah, Rio's gonna sit this one out.
Okay, so the four of us are riding.
Rio. Okay.
So the four of us are riding in this pulled wagon. There's enough space and two oxen pulling.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at Addo and I say, actually, I look at Sin and I say, what do you think of Wormsinger coming to New Fire, Sin? This would potentially be a great competition to you. That I am not aware of, but if you are trying to make a push in archery and he starts to push on melee weaponry, there may be difficulty for you. If you're okay with it, I believe that
you can't just have.
Kata kind of says, like, regardless, melee weapon builders are going to come anyway. We're building a forge.
That is true. You're right, Bard.
I'd say-
I believe it is only you that may be stopping or wishing to stop this.
And I said, I'm not sure that I feel strong. I do like the idea of bringing more people, but I just have worries about the evil he may be bringing. He says he has it under control, but when you deal with evil like that, you're risking. You're taking unnecessary risk. You're the one that was worried about village attacking. Well, if we bring a demon right into our very midst.
If
That's what
we
I worry
bring
about.
if we bring these types of powers into our presence and potentially under our control, or even just in our alliance or our allegiance, maybe they will not attack. Maybe they will project us.
Perhaps.
I kind of like this. If we turn into a dark village.
I said, I feel like that's very risky to trust a demon to save you.
I looked at Addo very wholesomely, genuinely, and I say, what is your allegiance to the high priest?
To the high priest, I say, he's treated me fairly, but I am worried that he has too much power, and I feel like that we've done enough to where we should have more of a say and have more influence. We were the ones that went to Westfire. We were the ones that built that bridge.
I see this as an opportunity to have a force greater than ours, greater than you, greater than I, that could remove the high priest of this ultimate power that he has over the fire.
A demon?
No. Mr. Hayrek.
Oh,
Sir Hayrek, I believe he could do the bidding that I believe is necessary to get rid of the high priest.
what do you mean?
Before he
The high
ever-
priest?
I think you know what I mean.
What has the high priest done that you're so strongly against him?
No good thing comes from one man ruling.
Well, then Hayrick is in the same boat.
Hayrick has checks and balances. He won an election. He did not take that. He did not take
Do you
that
remember what he
position.
said?
He did, but there's no definite, evidence that his city does not still
Still
have an
more
election.
democratic, democratic elections.
They are far ahead of us in terms of government and fair ruling.
Well, I'm not sure how the town would react to just killing a high priest. This town is the high priest is all it's
We don't have to kill him. He is currently not in New Fire. We don't have to kill them in their perception of the accident.
Oh, accident.
If he never returns, we can tell them whatever we need.
Are we already on our way at this point?
Yeah.
We're riding, right?
Mhm.
Well, there's no way we can set this up by the time before he gets back.
So
Oh, wait, I guess we don't know that he's leaving.
I have already spoken to Hayrick about this.
Okay.
Do we need to play our conversation?
I've already spoken to you
Okay.
about it. So all I really need is to know that you are okay with it, because I believe it is about to happen.
You set up an assassination.
I did, Ado. I am very sorry, but there is nothing that we can do with this high priest in the village. I promise you that it will be better with checks and balances and these new opportunities as we collaborate with Westfire and Lockfire. Yeah, you're with us. You're in there. There's
Wait, who's-
by any chance did you hire it?
Yeah, who's killing him? Hayrick was okay with it.
yeah. Hayrick's gonna do it.
Hayrick's going to personally do it.
I don't know if Hayrick will do it. That's up to him.
Hayrick.
Whoever you want to have do it.
I'm a little worried that Hayrick, so was he eager to do this?
I would not say he was eager. This was more
Did he
so.
understand, though, the purpose?
Absolutely. I
I
may
don't
have
know that I
convinced him, but yes.
I fully agree with you, but I did learn from
Hayrick,
the master
obvious.
situation that I'll trust you in this.
Hayrick's
I'll be right.
Hayrick's obviously going to be.
Huh?
Hayrick's obviously going to be directly like involved in the election of the new ruler, though, won't he? Or
I
new?
would think so.
Yeah.
I kind of want Wormsinger to be the one to take the high priest out,
Like him
because that would be bitter, or like just absolute worst possible
We'll
thing
see.
for the high priest.
It's gonna be awkward for me, though.
He just told Hayrick's going to hire him.
Adam's gonna be very conflicted
Oh,
about this.
I
See,
see.
Hayrick's the kind of guy that'll offer like
I'm
Wormsinger
conflicted,
the.
but
I say, Ado, you have you? Did you say that to me?
I say I'm very I say I'm
I see
conflicted
Adam.
with this whole idea. It's like-
Ado, it is time for you to realize that you have been conflicted since the day I've met you. You do not spend your nights in the church. I met you somewhere far, far from the church.
True. I do feel that the church has its limitations and its problems. But I do feel strongly about light versus evil, light versus darkness, good versus evil.
I'm going to reach my hand out towards Ado and ask him to hold it. And I don't know if it will do anything. I ask him and I say, will you please hold on to this?
I look at it like really like hesitant, kind of like Luke Skywalker looked at a lightsaber, like very dramatically, and I take it. I grab
Okay,
it.
while it's in your hand, it's glowing, and when it touches his hand, it stops glowing.
I say, and this may just be bullshit. I don't know, but I say, how could this axe, this hand axe, connect to someone that is not evil and intend to do evil?
You're saying you're not evil?
I hope I'm not. I don't intend to be. Although I did just set up an assassination attempt.
On a priest.
I say it's not you that I don't trust, Grim. It's this power. It may be trying to overtake you. I just still have my reservations, but I trust you with it, and I hand it back.
How far
Lights
do
up
we,
again.
do we have to do any type of random encounter during our travel?
Not for the most part, no. But I mean, like you can see things if you want to like look around.
Oh yeah, do I see anything that I can map?
Well, you make it to that
Probably-
river that you had to cross, but I'll say you guys have oxen, so you crossed it relatively
What river
easily.
is this? Do we know the river name?
It is not labeled.
Yeah, you haven't
I want to
named it
name
yet.
this river.
Okay.
It
Kato
says
goes
Fritz.
Bard River.
No, Kato. Has Kato been with us all the
Kato,
time?
yeah, he's just in the
Is he
back.
like playing music or something?
Yeah, he's in the back of the thing.
I say, Kato, do you have any other names?
Bard River.
I say, does anybody else have any other names?
I say, Adam, this is something that you should name. This is your task, given to you by none.
So, what
other
is there
than-
anything like that? This river is it just a normal looking river?
Little
Is it-
Leaf River.
Little Leaf.
This is
Okay.
what it looks.
Little Leaf
What-
River.
which one are we-
We're seeing this area here.
It's like it's kind of like not really a foresty area, but like grass plain area. It's kind of what I imagine it being. Since I'm DM, that's what it is.
Well, I kind of want to name it something like related to West or Fire. Then, so maybe like Flame. River of Ember or something. I don't know.
The Twisted Fire River,
Yeah, that sounds good.
the River Twist.
Twisty River.
The
I can't see it.
Definitely no viewers.
I don't know how someone.
Or maybe there's just too many who can't even
It's just,
like calculate it.
What about the River of Twisted Fire?
I like that better.
Not to be confused with the creek of straight water.
Straight Water Creek.
So I'm gonna say you guys cross that relatively easily. You've gone for about 7 days. Eating, camping, just pretty just like grass fieldy. Like
Have we eaten the provisions that were provided for negotiations?
those were provided for you. There's
Ah,
other stuff in there for negotiations. So
Have you not turned into a werewolf yet?
Never. I'm not even positive. I am. I just believed Sin when he told me.
No, I'm was I the one?
Yeah, because you had the most knowledge about it.
Oh.
So we're approaching.
yeah, you're getting close to the city, and as you hey, Rick was right. It was beautiful, like grass everywhere, butterflies, like just nature, and then eventually the grass is has dying, and trees have been chopped down, and there's blood stains on the ground. There's even some bodies.
We are seeing the barbarians.
No, this is you're still approaching. Just you're just getting close. So you see bodies and stuff, and then as you keep going, you eventually see this relatively large civilization. I have a picture of it.
White Kit Kat's good.
I love them.
White chocolate.
Wow. What is that again?
Martel.
So we're gonna label this. You want to be in this area?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this area.
You guys are approaching where the statues are at the gate.
And Wolfden is no more.
This is gone. So
You guys just wiped out an entire city, and we've come to, or I guess it was just a village.
it was small, very small. Smaller than New 5.
I don't like this one bit.
I don't really like it either. I'm a little nervous. We just got out of a terrible situation. This couldn't be. These people are alive. They're not goblins.
So
Let's go.
you guys walk up to you guys just approaching the gate, with the swords on the top.
I think we should stop before it stops.
Are you stop?
We've been spotted.
There's no guards.
There's no guards in the city of Warriors.
Um,
I like this same message. And everybody actually, does anybody else have a bad feeling about this?
I say absolutely. I say Addo.
These are addicting.
Remember that fruit gummies?
Yeah.
I can't stop. I don't buy it. I'm telling all I'm telling.
I say Addo. I think you should take control of this entire mission.
Why?
I believe that you are the only one that is going to be able to speak with these people without
Starting a conflict.
overreacting.
I say aye. Let's start to play here. So just walk in.
Not just diplomatically. If we get into some kind of fight, I want you to run it. Tell us, take charge.
Okay. So you guys
He's
approaching.
like a phenomenal fighter.
I don't know that he's over the top.
He's no Kato.
Or not a priest, but
A paladin.
Paladin's like a warrior.
oh, you are a paladin, Fred. Paladins have hammers a lot of time. Big hammers.
Yeah, my guy doesn't have a hammer.
He could have had a hammer if you would have with Wormsinger.
Yeah.
But you don't want a demon hammer.
That was a good move on your part.
That's why
That was character role.
Yeah.
I would have offered you one, but I won't make you make bows.
Yeah, freaking no.
I won't make you make bows. You can teach him. You just make more competition for yourself, but you'd have a cool bow.
I'm just get Cade for
I don't know if you could.
So
Yeah, you build it.
we decide what?
I'd say, well, I don't like walking in here. I mean, I feel this is a warrior town. That's what we know about it, right? That's a warrior town.
He called them barbarians.
Say, I feel like we may need to show signs of strength, and we can't show any signs of weakness. I feel like weakness.
I look at Kata. Because Kata was a bitch when we fought last night.
Really?
You want to know he had a panic attack mid-fight?
A panic attack?
He really did.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly,
He saved their lives, so they should be grateful.
Then he actually did.
Kato, can you handle this? I need you to be on tip-top form.
He starts playing the girliest melody in the back
I
of
said, I say, send Grimoire, are you ready?
So you just go through?
I don't trust that Kata should be with us.
we need to tell about our adventures.
At some
So-
point we should. We should have told you on the trip.
You
Here.
you
I don't like Kata going in here.
so you talk to Kata, ask him to stay out.
What if he needs, can't he heal us up? What if we need to heal?
Barely. I can heal us better. He
I
can
guess
help.
I can
but
What again is the main goal of going here?
I don't even remember.
Negotiations.
I know it's negotiations. Do
He
we
doesn't
want to
want-
be part of the Confederacy?
Yeah, he just doesn't really want them to be enemies.
Do we know who the leader of this?
I'm afraid they're
What
going to
race they
fucking
are?
try and kill us.
What race were they?
What race he didn't say.
Who is our most stealthy guy?
It's not me.
I'm not
You,
stealthy.
definitely you.
What about Kata?
Will that be dexterity?
These two have arrows. They have ranged attacks.
Yeah, I've had a bow and arrow this whole time.
A crossbow.
Really? The
Crossbow.
whole time you've been hitting people with your guitar and stuff. And
I feel like Kata wouldn't think. I don't know where he carries all this stuff. Mine.
Should we position these guys somewhere?
Yeah.
safer?
I feel like
You're,
They can, like-
you're leaving us.
Not
can
leave.
cover
I
us.
got 600 bow range and I can shoot from.
That's with
they can
disadvantage.
cover us from afar. That's it.
I can't cover from that far because I just have a hand crossbow.
Maybe we should leave him with it. Well, I take a step with it.
Sin is a freak with that bow. I mean, he's got a plus
Unless
7
they're
attack.
real close, then he misses.
That-
Misses the point blank ones.
I want to know.
600 feet. Yeah, we should just put him. Can you sneak up? Sid, can
That's
you sneak
with
up on the wall?
disadvantage, though. When he rolls to hit that far, it's a disadvantage roll.
Right,
At what point is it turns into normal?
The other range. What's the other range?
Like 150, I think. Is
I have a disguise kit.
Is it as of a barbarian?
Doesn't matter what it is. I don't know.
It's like you can shoot well at 150 feet. You can also shoot 4 times that.
Yeah.
But nothing in between. Nothing in between. 300, just as bad as 600.
151, 600.
Do you feel like you can sneak onto the wall? It was covered.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, can we?
Onto the wall. You guys can do whatever you want once you got to get in, though. You can't climb. Yeah, you might. No, the wall's too high to climb from the outside. You have to go like.
I say we put those.
Let's put him
okay,
inside the. Let's put him in with the.
I say they come in with us since there's nothing watching us come in.
I'd like to go from the
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, I know. I figured you would like that, and Kata won't be a crybaby in the middle of the
I'll hang
fight.
out with Kata. And Shaky will come up with me too.
Shaky
He's
can
hanging
come.
out
Can we get
Let me explain why
We
Kata was so
should've done.
useless. They were fighting a goblin in the hallway. I had charmed a goblin, and I had 3. I was just chilling with 4 goblins. I had 4 goblins off them, but there was this one goblin who kept rolling crit snipes, and like somebody went.
from that hole.
Yeah, somebody-
Shot in the neck.
Somebody almost went down, and like I'd like drag somebody. Didn't I dragged somebody. I dragged somebody out of view, and Kata was like shit, like dragging this like. Who was I dragging?
God, you mean-
You were dragging.
Someone, no one went down. Didn't he didn't go down then. He went down later. But someone was like got hit in the leg or something.
At one point, you drugged.
But I was dragging somebody around.
Um,
I'm gonna have to take one of these now.
so
These are healthier.
just like the Smileys, I didn't want to eat them all. So can we take a look and see if there's somewhere for these guys, for Ada and Sim to get up above? It seem reasonable.
Those are sort of guarded.
Like what?
Like entryways to like the steps to the top of the wall. Like little stone, like you know what I'm saying, like little stone bumps in the wall where people can go on top of the wall. You want to like see what you see when you walk in? Other than that,
absolutely.
Yeah, I want to do a perception check too.
everyone does one.
As a group.
Okay, you have to do really well. See everything. Okay, so you see you see every kind of race imaginable like walking in these streets. Like,
Are they additionally strong and like do
they look beefier than the average, but
much like me?
they also, but like not only that, they look hardened. You know what I'm saying? Like they like have scars everywhere. They look rough. They don't even look clean.
They look erect.
Yeah. So you see it's everywhere, and it's not like it doesn't even look like there's any like order. It's like kind of like there's like rustle, rumble, like just everyone just going different places and everything. Like no, like.
Are there any confrontations occurring?
Mm-mm.
We just walk straight through without anybody noticing us.
Your cart probably will not fit through like the road right in front of you. You also see a big skeleton with a big dome in the middle of the skeleton.
I am not happy about this.
Do we see any opportunity?
As soon as I see the skeleton,
Is there any opportunity for us to position you guys?
But do you guys know exactly where in the city you're going? Actually,
No,
like,
we have no idea where we're
We're gonna
going.
have to like follow you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be able to. You're gonna have to go with us, I guess, and then sneak away. So we'll travel through. Well, actually, we need to approach someone. Is there someone that looks approachable?
They don't seem like hostile.
Are there like the six? Well, let's head towards the big building.
Just the biggest building you see.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, biggest building view. So you just start walking that way.
What's it called? Do we see a sign for the biggest building?
The biggest building's a little far away. Like,
Okay.
As you're walking, a door to like the thing just busts through, and some dude just goes flying through. And then a dude comes out with a sword, and just a sword fight just breaks out. You guys aren't in the like. Did you guys stop and watch? You try to walk around.
I think I kind of like
A circle's kind of forming around them now.
kind of walk around them.
You can walk around the circle. You have to
I
like.
pull both of you aside to stay and watch this, or everybody. I get everybody to stop and look because I think this is a possible opportunity to speak to someone.
So they're fighting, and the dude that got knocked out of the door. Well, the dude that knocked out the door is just like saying something like you can't really he's like really quickly saying like can't really understand. Then he stands up, and the dude pulls out a sword, and they start clashing, and then they're battling, and people are cheering them on. You know, seems like a pretty like general like common thing going on. People like no one's surprised, and it seems friendly.
I push up against, not like aggressively, but like I wedge myself in. Does anybody recognize me? Do I get a glance or anything?
No, they're all like.
Okay.
So you're in the front now.
Not the front. I'm
Like,
in the back.
you're like peering through people's legs.
I'm in the back.
Can you see what's
I'm
going
looking
on?
at butt cracks.
So seems like a friendly bout's going on. You guys like cheer, or do you just like all just like stand and watch?
I stand and watch. I'm
Stand
not
and
cheering for anyone. I don't know. I don't want to piss anyone off.
All right, so everyone's just like, and then one guy like gets his legs like knocked out from underneath, and the other guy pulls out and slits his neck on the street, and then just leaves his body, and then just puts his sword up, and everyone's like clapping, and then they just disperse, and then
I look
normal
for
life,
any,
normal
I
life.
look
Just like,
for any straggler that may be approachable at that time. Is there anyone that maybe I could look at or speak to?
Yeah, you see what looks elf with a bow on his back.
I turn and I say hello, and then Sid turns around and goes, "Oh, hey."
No. But like he just looks bigger than Sin.
I say, sir. Does he look at me?
Yeah, he looks. He goes, what?
I say, we are new here. Can you point us towards the leader of your society?
He goes, the leader. He looks. He looks at you two, and he looks at Kada, and he goes, "You guys want to see the leader?" And he starts laughing.
I say, yes, simply because I've been sent to speak.
Because you've been sent. He's like puts his hand like making fun of you, like your height.
Yeah. I say.
He's like, he goes, who? They go, Hussein's a dwarf and a half elf musician.
I say, sir, we don't have time for your jokes. Just send us on our way.
And then he grabs some of the dwarf. He's like, look at this. These guys keep calling me sir.
I look at Addo and Sin and Kada, and I just kind of gesture as if we should head away.
And I kind of like, my guy's like, are you helping us or not?
He just like, find it yourself. And like,
I like a grim arm, like, let's go.
I'm away.
and then we're all walking away. He grabs Kada by like the thing. Yeah, he's like, boy, he goes, you have no business being here. And then he looks back and then he goes, actually, it might be fun for the leader to see this one. And he says, Clovis that's the leader's name. Clovis.
Okay.
He said, they say he will be, he will be in the office by the building by the pits.
Okay.
Do we know where that is? Can we kind of like?
I mean, the big pit. There's a huge pit in the middle.
Let's see that. Okay.
He said, will you accompany us?
What?
He says,
Oh,
up,
let me go with us.
he says, up yours.
We don't say that where I'm from.
My
Very
right.
mean. Doesn't seem like a way to greet someone.
Then I say, let's get out. Let's go.
And he goes, hey, elf, see you have a bow.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
are
own
a man
company.
of.
I own a
man of-
company of, I have a company of my own.
Sin, you're practically a wordsmith.
he goes, let me see that. He like he has to see your bow.
Yeah.
You just hand it to him.
Yeah, he's a little elf, right?
Yeah. He looks at it and he just.
You just snapped it. Oh, why would
Take
you
my short
hand it
sword.
to me?
Yeah.
Short sword's pole.
I put my hand across Sin's like where he would be. And I say, I just shake my head. I don't even say anything. And I ask for the bow back. No, I ask for the bow back. Does he hand it to me?
He looks at Sin and he says, you bet he'd listen to your little friend. See, you need to emphasize a little. So listen to your little friend. He goes, I could probably knock an arrow and release it before you could draw that sword. And the arrow's still in his back. The bow and arrow's still in his back. And then
I'll take him
I
up
say,
on
good
that.
sir, we mean you no harm. We're here, but
I do.
we're here on a delegate.
And I say, Sim, there's
Do I have another boat? Or we don't have a cart with us?
2,000 more of these guys. Let him have his fun. We will go on our way. We'll find you a new bow.
What's your name?
what's his name?
Yeah, so what's your name?
He says you're not worthy of his name.
Oh.
And I
And
say,
then he-
we've seen things.
Huh?
We may not look like much, but we've dealt with a lot.
He goes, even the musician.
I say, aye.
He just kind of laughs and he's like, these guys are hysterical. And he drops the bow on the ground, steps on it, snaps it again, and walks away.
And I say, I look at our group. I'm like, well, I had a bad feeling. It's just getting worse as we go. I say, I feel that.
Can I get a bow in town?
The odds are very low, but we can try. And we should probably try to steal it.
I say, I feel like this. I mean, it seems like these guys.
I
You
was
just
like,
might-
the other guys have a little low perception. That's why you picked that guy to talk
No,
to.
that guy has a bow. He has a bow, so you could obviously get one.
Oh,
If
you
you
have to
think
steal
you
it,
can,
probably.
if you think you can buy a
Can I
bow,
remember what that guy looks like?
Yeah, he was an elf.
I say we steal his bow.
Slightly taller than you, like dark skin for like almost like dark elfish, with purple hair.
Okay.
I like the group. I
And
say.
he won't give me his name.
We cannot proceed without him having some type of cover fire for us.
I agree.
I can't believe you
This
named
town's
him
already
Bo.
hostile enough. It seems though that there's no true order in this city. People just were cheering for the fight. I feel like violence to get a bow may be our best answer. A stealth. Should we
They're stores.
No. They insulted us. They haven't treated us with any respect. I don't know though. I feel like a show of violence they may even respect us more for that.
I'll be right.
Grimoire.
I look at Sin.
Sin.
I look at Sin and I say, if we can escape that tomb, we can kill this elf.
His eyes start like twitching again.
And I go, what to?
I say, do I
We have
still have
already
it?
told him the story. You already
No, I will tell you at some
Yeah, but you
point.
told him on the
I'm
way.
gonna tell you pieces.
Okay.
I'll take it kind of. So, can I still catch a glimpse of where this purple-headed guy is going?
He grabbed that guy like that he pulled towards you, and they're like just walking like towards where you guys were walking.
I say, Sin, track him down, because you're stealthy.
Okay.
And then I look at Addo and I
I'm gonna
go,
blend with the
I
crowd.
apologize for taking control. You take control.
I'm gonna blend with the crowd.
So- That's going well so far, right? And I say, I agree. We need to follow him. Let's go.
All right, so you're following him. You don't have to be stealthy at all.
I-
It's like crowd.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's just follow
It's
him.
crowded. All right, so you're just following him. Like
The moment that I perceive that it becomes necessary to be stealthy, I'm going to break away before that occurs. And my intention is to just have whoever feels stealthy enough to follow. Which I
are you
think
going to
is
try to
just
steal the bow?
We're going to kill him with his own bow.
So you're going to steal it and then kill him with it.
Yeah, absolutely. we are.
All right, so you guys just say follow that guy. That's what we're doing.
We're following
Like, Kato's
him.
like one person behind. I'm on it. He's like right behind him.
Okay, he
Yeah,
is?
yeah,
He's right
Kid-
behind him?
Kid, yeah, like the guy don't notice. Kato's like
What's
almost
he
like
doing? What's Kata doing?
you're just following him. He's like just having a day.
Does he not understand what we're doing?
Kato looks like he's having a good time. for
He
some
doesn't,
reason.
but does he not understand what
Are you
we
gonna
are
try to kill
attempting
him?
to do?
Mm-mm.
Okay, great.
He's
He's a clown.
he just following. So you guys are all stealth. And then he takes a sharp left
Is
into
it down an
like,
alleyway?
huh?
It's down an alleyway.
Like just a smaller road. Like you're on like the main road, one of the main roads right there. They
Still,
have 4 main roads. Just
I want to go confront. I want to go up and bump him.
okay. So Addo just comes out and bumps him.
And I say, sir, I want to give you one more chance to pay back that bow. Is everyone else kind of like sneakily following?
As you
I want
bump,
to like try to distract him.
I am
As you bump
well out of range of this.
as you bump him, Kato runs into his back because he didn't think he was going to stop. So he just got like assaulted from
Well,
two
that's-
sides
yeah, okay.
by us. So
Can I do it? Well, let's do it.
Oh, just a heads up, and I should have told you this way before. We're playing permanent deaths.
So
if
you
we,
die.
yeah, if we die, we're
Like
dead.
if you go unconscious, do you know the rules for that?
You get like certain amount of time, right?
So unconscious, you have to every time it comes to your turn, you roll 11 or higher, good, 10 or lower is down, and it's the first one that you get 3 of decides if you're stable or if you die permanently. So be careful.
Can you like somebody heal you while you're down?
Yeah,
You
I
can
can
only
stabilize
only
you
one time.
once every short to long rest. And
Well, too late now. I'm already confronting this.
yeah, I should have told you. That was my fault. I forgot you were
Hey,
here last.
no, this is nothing compared to yesterday. Yesterday We were circled by 10 people.
So if our character dies, what happens? We just have to make a new
I
character.
got a
or
whole
something?
bunch of other regenerated ones, and that's all. we're
Damn,
doing.
that's gonna suck if we like die way down.
I know we were really close to dying last time.
All of us were. Yeah. If he would have got shot one time, we all would have been dead.
I was actually unconscious.
Yeah,
I was too.
Kate at one point.
Yeah, I was
Did he
unconscious.
stabilize you, or did he?
Yeah.
He almost didn't stabilize me. He almost didn't have. He almost died before he could.
I was running with
I
him
know.
on my back.
Using me as an extra shield for the bow and arrow.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, well, I bump it.
Are you bumping? You say this is your last chance.
I try to intimidate. I want to try to like intimidate him. Can I do like a?
Do I roll that or does he roll intimidation? Yeah, roll intimidation.
Persuasion. Or something.
No, I think he would roll that. He would know.
What do you roll?
And that one.
A natural one.
Yeah.
So you-
so bad.
Hey.
when you bump into him, you catch a glimpse of just how big he is.
Yeah, and I'm like,
you go,
I'm like,
your voice cracks.
Yeah.
And he like
Talks like Kermit the Frog.
he like tries to bump into him, but he stumbles like back. He's like,
Oh shit.
and like he doesn't realize it's you, and he turns around pissed. He's like, "Who did? Oh, it's you!"
I close my eyes.
And then, how close do you want to be?
I want to be in the mix.
All right, so we're like surrounding this guy.
I am not anywhere near it yet.
I guess I'm right behind it.
Oh yeah, you bumped into
Actually, I'm gonna be like behind like a phone pole thing, like something like that.
Okay,
Like,
so-
a light post, like kind of just like still unseen by the guy. I don't want to.
So-
Yet, but I'm close enough to hear.
And since you rolled a natural one, as soon as you bumped into him, like hostility filled the air, like immediately.
Do you have stats for a barbarian? That
This-
should be in that specific area.
Yeah, I was gonna have them all. Just be like these like warrior things, but there should be a barbarian one.
Should be. If you check in like the, I can find them for you while you continue this story.
Just see how
And I
much
said-
y'all-
I won't read it.
I told you we were battle worthy or battle hardened.
He goes, "So you want to fight me, huh?"
And I said, "You want to fight me?"
He goes, "I have no reason to be scared of you."
And I say, "That's what you think." I want to
He
draw
goes,
my.
"Huh?
I want to draw my sword.
You're gonna draw your sword." Right, he is going to draw his arrow.
Oh fuck!
His bow.
Wait, he's from right there.
He says he can knock and shoot an arrow before you can swing your sword.
Okay.
There are rules against shooting from too close to someone.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm gonna pop back too. As soon as I find this guy in here, are you sure he's in here?
Could be.
Sorry guys, I got some people here.
I can have them be berserkers. There's not a picture of him. Good luck beating one though.
I don't think maybe. Hold on, let me take that. I'll take a look at the barbarian because it's a class. So you're gonna do an elf barbarian? We'd
I didn't
have to generate it.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
could
really
just
want-
run him as somebody in there.
I didn't really want him to be like, they're all not, but that's what Hayrek just called them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're not all barbarians. I will have him be
What level is he?
something relative. Huh? I want to find something like, just something I can just use him as. He's thug. He's a thug.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So he pulls out his bow. Dude, thugs have multi-attack. Holy crap.
Have what?
Multi-attack.
What's that mean?
They can attack twice in a turn.
What?
So roll initiative.
Am I?
I'm not seeing it though.
No, it's just those two right here.
Just those.
What about you? Kato's.
Okay, he's not going to fight this guy just for the heck of it.
18 plus anything. I don't know.
No, I don't think.
18.
19.
Oh my god.
All right, so he
Well, first of all, can you tell me if you're going to allow me to enter this fight if possible?
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, so I will actually have him, since you're so close, He also has a mace. So I'll have him use a mace. And he's going to swing it at you. And he hits.
What was it?
A 17 plus. So 21. And he hits you for 7 damage. And then he swings again. He gets 2 swings for his turn. And he rolled a 20 on 16 plus 4.
Oh, so not natural.
No, so he hits you for 6 more damage.
Okay. I really fucked up. All right. So my turn.
Yep.
So I kind of like take 2 hits and then, fuck.
A crowd is forming around you guys. Too.
Oh,
I want to just. I'm
we
just
attack
gonna
if we win.
take my thing. I'm just
No,
gonna
they're cheering.
Oh, okay.
They're like,
They don't like
swing
that.
for his like midsection.
okay.
I don't want to die.
Drew might not make it longer.
23.
That's a hit.
And I want to use my divine smite.
Okay.
You can expend 1 paladin spell. Oh, well, spell slot to deal an extra 2d damage to a target. So can I do that?
What did it say again?
It says when you hit a creature with a, I guess this kind of, all my things say creature. I don't know if I can do it on them or not. With a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 paladin spell slot to deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage.
Yeah, you can use that.
I think that is a ridiculously good spell when I leveled up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dude, these guys aren't even that strong. Multi.
Wait, sorry. It's a d8.
It screws up everything. I'm not gonna save you either, Drew. If he kills you, he kills you.
What HP are you at?
7.
So you're dead next round. Yeah.
If he hits.
Oh, he's hitting.
7 plus 3, so 10.
He's got
and
2
then
rolls. He's gonna hit.
I'm not gonna use all 2.
20. I
20?
did 20 total.
Alright, he's still alive.
He did 20 total, and
These guys.
How much HP
and
does he
Sin,
have?
are you weaponless from?
I've got a sword.
But you have nothing else for long range.
No range. Nope.
Grimoire.
How much HP does this guy have?
No, I'm
Can I interrupt this fight by throwing my new boomerang axe?
yeah.
Okay.
How?
Here we go.
It says I have simple
You
weapons
get-
and martial weapons.
You get a
Martial would be.
That's just what you're
Yeah.
proficient in.
you get a
I guess it would be.
you get a surprise. So you get 2 rolls, right? Advantage.
Are you-
No, it's
you're
just
getting
that he
surprised too?
doesn't
I'm
get
getting
to-
surprised when I cut it.
Roll take
Against-
an action. If
Doesn't get a roll like an action against you.
He just doesn't get to take an action. If you believe he's surprised, if I hit him, I would think he'd be surprised. If I
Yeah.
miss, that's up to you.
Okay. If you yeah.
Is that a 10? 14.
Hit.
For legit.
Yeah, legit hit.
So I roll a 1d8 plus 3.
I hope you kill him. I'm gonna die. I'm not.
no.
I wasn't even so mad that he broke the bow. I was mad
9.
that he claimed he could
29
drop
damage?
arrows
No,
after
9
me.
damage.
No, so 20 plus 9, so he's still alive. And you just broke a taboo.
Like, it's supposed to
Interrupt.
be a
Yeah,
one-on-one fight.
don't interrupt someone else.
So, so you, as soon as your access time, you immediately get hoisted up by 2 guys next to you.
Grimoire's dead.
We're all gonna die.
As soon as you said that, I was
What happened? Explain
It
that.
was the only. I interrupted their fight, so the city's turning on me.
Oh,
I picked him up that fast.
it's like there's like this little crowd. So he's just like kind of like stepped out. So he's picked up.
We're gonna die.
So
Where's that gonna
Is the boomerang back in my hand though?
they picked you up before he came back, so it's now flying back into the ground.
Let's hit them.
We're gonna let the dice decide. So we're gonna say a 1 through 10. It hits you.
It's me.
That's where it's coming back to.
That's true.
11 through 20. It hits one of the ones holding you.
Okay. There's 2 of them holding me.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Okay, so it hits one of
It hits
the
one of
2.
them,
So
so-
it does 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay, one of them drops you, but then someone else just fills the void, picks it like because you're surrounded.
Darn it.
And this dude's going back for Drew. And he rolled an 11, so he did not hit, but he gets 2 rolls.
Hey. Oh yeah, he's got a second as well.
You roll another 11.
Oh my god.
You have 18 armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a lot to hit you the first time. You have to kill this guy.
Yeah. Here we go.
And you can't possibly run away at this point. They
No,
won't
I
let
feel
you,
like
sure.
I'm in it for a while. Live or die. I made a huge mistake. I realized this.
Do you have any spells?
Guilty.
Do you have any spells?
Not really.
What do you spell?
He used a spell to do extra damage earlier.
Bless and heroism.
Am I in any position to cast a spell?
You are pretty incapacitated.
Choke me out.
No, like they just have you like both your arms locked. I don't know how you cast a spell.
If I can speak it, can I do it?
Yeah, if you can speak it.
Don't worry about me. Save for some skin.
I'm in trouble. I'll be the one that dies now.
Well, we're probably just both going to die together.
This is one.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. And it allows me to do 120-foot range. And it's one action. It lasts 1 round, and its components are verbal and S. And I'm not sure what
I haven't been doing those.
So
So do you have to roll for it?
it says a flattened make a ranged spell attack against the target. I add 5 to my roll, and I'm shooting at that guy, not my guy.
Oh, fuck.
19.
It's
Thank God. And I do 4d6
I
of
love how I
damage.
help you, but I just
good thing you didn't.
don't have a bow.
6,
He's dead.
12, 14, 19 damage.
He's dead.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's terrible for me, but
Yeah, now more people have grabbed you. They say, Clovis will need to see this guy. And they just They just
there's
whisked
nothing I could do.
they just whisked
I
him
made
away.
a mistake. But you were gonna die for sure.
Probably.
I should have just let you go down and
Yeah,
stabilized
that's it, yeah.
you, but I wasn't thinking. I wanted.
they
to
just
keep you
whisked
up.
him away.
Can we like sprint after? I want to follow behind.
We
Can I
want-
heal myself as I run?
There's kind of a crowd, like everyone's like cursing at you and
Like a
throwing,
mob is moving me towards Clovis.
yeah, and like throwing stuff at you.
Okay.
Is there any room that we can? Is there anybody that looks like unaware that we can try to steal his bow? Someone try to get.
Well, you just killed the dude. Yeah, you can just take his bow.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
I take
Yeah.
the bow and give it to Sin, and I said we're probably gonna need this. And
I wonder how good this bow is.
You're
How good's the bow? Can I roll for him?
yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna say you're relatively jealous because it's better than anything you've ever made.
What?
Now I hate it. Now I hate it a lot.
He's like the craftsmanship on this bow's incredible.
He's like, he was right. I didn't have to fight him.
Then
But that would hurt Sin's pride. That really would. You
So you're
can't
like
agree
saying-
with that.
It's like, but everyone, like, even people that don't know bows know. You're like, this is a piece of crap, but I guess I'll use it. Like, but everyone can tell it's better.
wow.
like, yeah, I'm gonna have to just give this one shady. Loudly.
So
Because I tried to wager with he knows my bows. I tried to he's like
Yeah.
So is Grimoire saying anything while he's getting mobbed away, or is he like
I'm not saying anything.
I say,
You're just-
we're
getting
just
stuff
like
thrown
robots
at you, people-
skin. I hand you
people
the bow.
cursing you? You get like swift, you getting punches while you're like,
Do I
well,
take
I'll
any
take a
damage?
shot.
Huh?
I guess I'm gonna have to take a shot to save you, right?
Well,
There's-
I say let's just go see what happens. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try to get a good follow behind. I'm gonna try to like sneak.
How much
Am I
damage?
okay? Like, no,
just
one
take
really,
like 2.
no one really cared
Not
about me.
like hard, just like as you walk by. These things are addicting.
I think
So,
the smiley. is the
oh yeah, the sound is more addicting. So
probably cheaper.
as
I think yeah.
so they like mob you and then they throw you like in front of a building and then Clovis steps out
Ooh.
and then the guy like that were carrying you said he broke taboo number 3.
All right, while this is happening, I'm gonna try to like position myself and I tell Sin like, be ready to take the shot.
There's like,
Clovis?
Just in general.
Be ready.
and then
Yeah. And I told the
Like-
bard, I was like, be ready to form a distraction. So the bard said anything. I said, be ready to make a distraction.
yeah, he's panicking a little bit, but,
And I smacked him and said, bard, focus. We have to say Grimoire.
I'm like, okay, so you are being like held back like this by two people like on your knees, and then this huge human walks out. He's just wearing one huge just white robe. Like, and he has long blonde hair, and he's like 30, 40, like I'm saying. You could tell he's been in some scuffles.
Okay.
And there's a whole like bunch of people around, and he looks at you and he looks at you and says, "Do you have anything to say for yourself?"
I say,
I did not realize it was taboo to interfere with a fight. I greatly apologize.
And then he starts laughing. He goes, "Did you hear that, everyone? He apologized."
Taboo 4.
No, he goes, "We shouldn't kill this man. He didn't know the rules. So what do you say we give him a chance? Do the bits!" And everyone starts cheering.
Uh-oh.
I like my chances in the pit.
Perception check.
Huh?
See if there's like, is there any like chance of like me be able to think that I can like make a run and grab Grimoire?
There's like, okay, like, here's a building. Dude walked out of the building. Grimoire right here. There's like a semicircle of people.
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Shit ton of
like
people.
over 100 probably.
Or like,
You could if you wanted to.
no, I don't think I want to do this one. I'm gonna let the situation play it a little longer.
So everybody's cheering. They're like, "The bits!" Like, so then
I'm sure.
then you catch a glimpse and it's going, "The bits!"
I put together
I'm
this
looking at
rescue
you- I'm looking-
attempt on your
I'm looking at
bow.
you and I'm like,
So you, so he
I
like,
think the pit might be pull the ace out of yours.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I like my chances.
Yeah.
so he lets everyone.
It might be the safest fucking place ever to do
I
it.
know.
What are you gonna do?
Turn into a fucking
Comes in the
werebear.
stand.
Oh!
Comes in the
Just get whatever. Luke.
Well, I'd like to see this.
So
follow that.
people just start running like into the pit, like 'cause the building's the entrance to the pit.
stand. No consequences for the man who started the fight.
So yeah, so people start running like into the pits and they like line in the crowds, and then like they go, "Up you go," and they pick Grimoire up, and then they walk him in, and then they set him down right in the middle of the pit.
This is not characteristic of Grimoire all the time, but for some reason the intensity of the crowd has got him a
They're going
little bit
crazy.
into this, and he just goes,
Everyone's like, "Yeah, dwarf!" And then Clovis like, are you guys like sitting in the? Kate is like on the edge.
Yeah, I'm watching from the crowd.
Kate is getting like real into it too.
"Are you guys nervous or excited?"
Kate is ecstatic.
I'm nervous as fuck.
What about you, Sen?
I'm excited because I think I know what you're gonna pull.
I hope I don't have to, but I might.
So
I don't know how long that lasts. If I pull that off,
I don't
I
know.
just might be a werebear for a while, and then I can't even communicate.
It's going to be up to rolls when you turn
Can I?
2.
Can I give him?
Can these guys secretly cast spells from the crowd?
Can I give him a
We
blessing?
can't ask that. We can't ask that. You just kind of have to see the consequence once
Okay.
it happens.
I mean,
Oh,
if you
gotcha.
like,
I guess I just.
I will. You can try it, but I'll say you saw what happened when interrupting a street fight.
Well, I just don't know if my like. It says enchantment. Like, is it something? Does that mean I say it?
It'll tell you. Does it
Okay.
say verbal? A V.
Ver-
Okay.
Oh, sprinkling the holy water.
V right there. Verbal. So you'd have to say it.
Well,
I assume
is it like,
whispering would work.
if I
but
yeah,
you
would
gotta
they-
be careful.
does it like go from me to him, or is it just like I just don't know if it's
Well,
like,
what's the
You mean, are you thinking it's visible?
yeah, like
I don't think something like that would be.
no, but if
But if
like,
somebody heard you say it, there'd be
or
consequences.
notice that there's something going on.
Yeah.
well, this just
And
makes you
there's
a
a
little bit.
possibility that they have some type of detect magic.
Oh yeah, right.
And I mean, it'd be like if he like somehow feels enchanted, it'd be pretty easy to direct it back to us. I feel like.
Well, I won't do anything yet, but
All right, so Grimoire's in the pits.
Yeah, I'm asking
Okay.
for it
Mm.
right now.
Clovis.
I'm ready to fight.
Clovis steps up onto this like thing. Like you don't talk about like the high thing. Like you know what I'm saying, like in the gladiator arena.
Mm-hmm.
Steps up, then like he just like raises his hands and everyone puts them down. Everyone just gets quiet. And he goes, "This man's broken taboo 3, but he apologized." And everyone starts laughing. He goes, "So you're here at the pits?" And everyone starts going crazy again. And then he goes, "For our first competitor, we have a dwarf." Like, and they go, and then fighting against, and then they open up a gate. A tiger just comes out.
That tiger's going to get wrecked.
Tiger's relatively strong.
I don't care. I wreck him.
All right, so we're on initiative.
Oh yeah. What else am I gonna do?
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know.
13.
4. So you, as soon as the tiger comes out, start charging. The tiger's like,
how far away is he?
you guys are probably like going other ends of
can I
the.
try to talk to a guy beside me? Like, I'm like, does he just have to fight one guy, or like I'm asking if
They
it's
go,
anything?
they go. They're like until Clovis is satisfied, and he feeds off the crowd. Usually, is what they said.
Oh, okay.
How
So we start shouting.
Probably everyone's like, "Yeah, more."
How many feet?
Probably like 60 feet. It's big city.
My whole action is gonna be to go full speed 25 feet forward.
Go
Well-
where, bear, bro?
Tiger's attacking you. Can move 40 feet.
Fair enough.
Fuck. We got ourselves a real pickle here.
Yeah. Okay.
All for a stupid bow.
Oh my goodness.
What's your armor class?
18.
18.
That's it. You got a
And-
+5.
Oh man. Where's my D8?
How many health points do you have here?
25.
Hit you for 5, but you have to make a DC strength saving throw.
Strength is +4.
For what?
16.
Okay, so you're good. He would have fell down and the tiger would have attacked again.
Um,
Dang. Fuck.
I'm going to. Since I have 2 hand axes, if I throw them both, can I attack twice?
I'd probably make you do a dexterity check first, because like aiming with your left hand might not be as good with your right. That makes sense, right?
Is there any resurrections in this world? Just
There are, but it's gonna take a high level character to do that.
gotcha.
Um,
So we just can go resurrecting each other all the time.
um,
Do we get my experience points immediately, or is that like after the
We
quest?
do
kind of
that
thing?
usually after the quest.
I am going to. I think I am going to cast the guiding bolt again.
This is your second spell slot.
On level 1, but now I have 4 on level 1. There's my deck. 14.
That's a hit.
All right. 4d6.
Come on, baby. Yes. Yes.
12. 13.
No!
18
Yes.
damage.
It's gotta be dead.
It's still low.
No.
I don't think
Not even half.
What the fuck?
So now it's Tiger's turn.
I'll get out of this.
He rolled. And
19.
then he rolls.
Fuck. Shit, I'm nervous.
And he hits you for 13 damage.
What the fuck?
Well, down goes Frazier. Then do I have to do the other thing?
Alright, I feel
No, you
like
have to do the DC save. That was a different attack.
Um,
You two are pretty close now.
I want to try to do a heroism spell.
You're gonna try to do one?
Not yet. About to though.
Okay.
After he does his thing.
This is risky too.
I don't want him to die. He can't take another hit like that. If he gets knocked out
He has to roll to get back up.
or die.
yeah, 3 fails.
Oh my god.
I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself and do 1d8 plus 5 health back. I just hope that he misses at some point. 7. So I'm at 14.
And then
That's my whole action.
God damn. Contract. Okay.
the tiger is going to back up and get a running start and attack you again. Doesn't hit. He misses. He just backs up.
So as he comes
Okay.
running at me, I'm going to put my shield down and kind of like allow like.
Boos erupt throughout the stadium when you
I
use
don't
your shield.
I don't even give a shit.
As soon as you
Put the shield up and allow it to kind of jump on the shield, but it doesn't hurt me. And when he turn or like, does he go over me? So I'm behind him for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast another guiding bolt at him because this thing
This is your
is
last level 1.
yeah, last level 1. So it's gotta be it. It's plus 5. Just a 12. That's
That's a hit.
thank you. 2,
Fuck.
6, 8, 14 total.
Alright, it's still alive.
Oh my god.
Wow, what have I done? 14 and what?
18.
18?
Mhm.
So 32.
How much do we can we
He's probably got in the 50s.
does he look I mean can we tell if he's hurt or not?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurting. The tiger. But it's going to attack you. No.
Oh, thank
no, I
God.
think so.
I am going to attempt the fatal blow with my double throw of the hand axe,
Alright, so I gotta do a dexterity. Well,
and this is to get either one of them. Like if I don't pass it, none of them go.
yes, because I feel like it'd be hard to aim to when you reach throwing one. What'd you say, 14 or higher?
14 or higher.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, that's good.
Your
Oh, okay,
dexterity.
good.
What's your modifier? Tiger.
No.
So now it's the tiger's turn.
Fuck.
No.
I got greedy.
The tiger misses again.
Oh, just hit him.
I'm throwing the one
The axle ring.
Mhm. 14.
Hit.
1d8. 10.
It falls.
Oh, thank God.
It just goes down to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to it and warhammer the shit out of its head. Just one massive blow, but I'll at least roll to see if it hits. 14.
Hit.
So I just crushed this thing's skull.
All right, the place erupts.
And then I start pointing at the crowd. Yeah!
And then
I put the warhammer up again, and I go like this if they want it more.
they start cheering.
I just smashed the shit out of its rib cage.
And then like these people come out and clean it up, and they go,
I point directly at Clovis and I go like this.
Bring more.
he goes, he wants more. Everyone starts cheering.
What are you doing?
It's the only way to get us what we want. At this point, I fucked up too much. I gotta get us back on his good side.
He goes, he wants more.
I don't think you can handle another tiger.
It's not another tiger.
Or another anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Clovis goes, you fought well. And he like puts his hand out and then like give yourself 1d8 of health back.
Throws you an apple.
Basically.
That's it.
So you get one health.
Oh.
That one health is gonna come in handy.
And then he goes, who's ready for more? And everyone just starts going crazy. And then he goes, the brother of our last one, a saber-toothed tiger, comes out this time. And it doesn't hesitate, it just straight up attacks you.
What?
The saber-toothed tiger. It doesn't like prance around like the other one. It
No,
just-
hold on. Can I do a wisdom to see if I know anything about how saber-tooths rank against regular tigers?
Should I do the roll?
Yeah.
You know that they are a tier above.
I was hoping for weaker. What did I do? How much damage did I do?
Wouldn't be a disadvantage.
You did 32, right?
Plus,
Whatever you got the last time.
was it 38 damage? Hit points for the other
I
guy?
can't tell you.
I'm just going to get like 40, 45.
What, this for the saber tooth? I'm not telling. So the saber. Hold on, I'm just going I just want to see.
I just want to ask how many XP I just got for the tiger.
That would just be you, wouldn't it?
I would think. I'm not sure of that.
200.
200.
This one's worth 450. No, that's what that's what this one's worth if you kill it.
I know.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll. It said because it says it's health numbers, then it says what you could roll to see how much it would be if I rolled the die.
Okay.
I'm just curious. Okay. Okay. Grimoire is looking towards my group right now, and he Okay. Do you want?
looks a little bit concerned, and can they perceive what I'm trying to say with just kind of a look?
Yeah.
So, like, the look I'm trying to give is something of like, help me a little bit,
All right.
if necessary.
I'm going to try it.
So I'm gonna
If necessary,
I'm gonna give
give
you
me
the
one
option.
chance of this.
Do you want the hit points the book gives or the hit points I rolled?
The rolls.
You want the rolls?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not making this up.
It's all right.
I'll show Sin what you just did to yourself.
I look at the saber-toothed tiger and I realize that he looks pretty strong. And I look at Clovis and I yell to him and I ask him if this is the best saber-toothed tiger he has.
He goes, you want the mother?
And I just say, is this the best?
He goes, it's one of.
Okay.
He goes, we wouldn't waste our best on a dwarf.
Oh,
That's what he said.
Oh, man. I can't. I don't know. I feel like I want to jump in too, but then I'm just gonna be the same.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I suppose.
All right,
I only
this-
have one hit worth of life.
But I want to try to. I'm just going.
How far are we at this point?
60 again.
I still can't even do anything.
Oh fuck! There's a range of touch. I can't do anything.
You can't help you.
Why have you not gone where yet? Why have you not
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to this time.
All right. I say like I said. I was like, find a spot, take a shot.
He knows the HP, dude.
It's not gonna help.
I'll find a spot. I'm gonna go find a spot. I might not take the shot. I'm gonna go find a spot.
If they could trace where that arrow comes from, bro, it's good.
I'm gonna. Is there like? Can I like do perception? See if there's any way I can try like make an escape with Grimoire.
The only option you see is to run down there and jump into the pit with him.
Fuck it.
So you just, you're in the pit now.
Wait. Can I want to heal?
No one's getting out of here alive. I'll tell you that much.
Well, you guys like how well can we make a roll to see how well we know each other?
You want me to roll?
Mhm.
Like higher is better. You guys are complete strangers.
So
You and who?
I rolled a
The
natty.
three of us.
I rolled a natty.
the three of us. I want to know like if what you guys would think, like what you guys think I would say if we could talk about helping you, but that's not gonna work because we rolled bad. So I am 60 feet away.
All right. So
Yeah. We want to roll initiative. Oh, we do
I
you first.
did.
should we? I look at Sid and I say, should we take a shot at Clovis or form a distraction? Like, we need to do something. That's just going on. I'm talking.
Jesus criminy, what are you guys doing?
I'm just like trying to. Is Kato there too?
He's in the front row now. Get him, Saber.
Kidding me? What's wrong with me?
I get Kato over too.
Kata's like, let me at him. Let me. Like he's like hype.
Okay, well.
He's like getting in the fighting spirit.
I'd rather see all of you jump in and die with me than to shoot Clovis.
Yeah. Well, I think it. I'm like, wait. Before this is going on, I do Kato and I say, Kato, can you?
First of all, he says, my name's Kato. Stop calling me Kato.
What is it?
Kato.
Oh, Kato. Can you make a big distraction? Big enough to like take people's attention for a second.
He looks, the most serious expression Kato gives. If I make a distraction that I can do, they will beat the shit out of me. He says any distraction I'm capable.
You can only do girly shit.
Like they're not about to be serenaded with my music.
I don't know that this is not a good situation.
If you want to start fighting them, I will put the HP sheet out here so you can keep tabs with me.
No, I believe I'm in trouble with the HP.
Yeah. I will tell you that going with the rolls
Was bad.
added 26.
All right. Well, do you have any ideas? Yeah. Then we can just form it. Try to run out of the city. Like, can you get to a spot where they can't track you? Form a distraction. That's our plan.
Guys, we're here to help this.
Oh,
Relationship.
That is done
Yeah,
now.
I feel like it's too late for that.
Why? This is traditional
The man
customs in
is
this city.
killing you.
He's you're gonna
It's
die.
traditional custom to
die?
to
So
fight
let
like
you
this.
die?
It's to fight like this. It's not to. They're not like punishing me in a way that's like
They actually gave
city
you.
to
They actually,
city.
they actually punished you like.
They're not mad at the city I'm from. They're mad at me specifically.
Well,
Don't
we're-
ruin it.
Well, but in our culture, if they are killing our friend, we might want to kill them.
I feel like
How
we're trying
in
to
the
find-
world are you guys gonna get out of here? Don't get a total party kill for me. Yeah, let me die. I'll go unconscious. I've got chances to roll.
Well, my theory is here. They might not know where they shot us. He's gonna try to hide and shoot.
Yeah.
And then just after the commotion, Try to
at
get you out of
Clovis. You're not just gonna shoot the saber tooth. Like you're gonna shoot our leader.
The saber tooth.
How are we gonna
get brought into the ring?
How are we going
'Cause I
to?
broke
You
the
don't
third.
think they'll put you in there for Clovis? He's their leader.
But then you
No,
know
they don't know where the
they don't
arrow
know.
came
Yeah. They
from.
don't
They
know where they are.
expect you.
How does that protect me from a rampant tiger coming directly
You
at
walk
me?
out. Run out.
The tiger's not gonna care if Clovis got shot. He wants me
You
dead.
walk out of the ring. Walk out of the ring.
We don't have
There's
lot
a
of time
tiger
for
that
this
moves.
discussion.
That saber-toothed tiger moves at least 30 to 40 feet per turn. I move 25. He's catching me and killing me if
Maybe
we
all
do
the
this.
Yelling will distract him.
Guys, Grimoire, if Grimoire was thinking this, he's going, why are these two doing this? Don't do it.
At this point,
I'm,
Clovis.
I look up just a split second. I see that you guys are talking and pointing at Clovis, and I'm like,
I just say no. The tiger has
he's
closed.
like, it's them.
The tiger has closed the gap.
Okay, so how far away is the tiger?
40. He doesn't close. He's this one's like
Proud.
Like if he's getting closer to.
I'm going to throw my boomerang axe because it can go up to 60, so I got to roll at a disadvantage.
I actually don't want because they're just gonna. If I kill the tiger, they're gonna.
First one's a 13.
Yeah, I feel like we just gotta let it happen.
And the second one is
Yep.
higher. So, yeah. I hit him for 1d8 plus 3. Oh, that was. Did you see that?
What was
It rolled down as a 1 and then it fell as a 7.
So 10.
So 10.
All right, so then the tiger attacks. Does not attack. Still prowling. It's like, oh, I got hit.
I'll probably got like 20 minutes.
How far? Oh, yeah, you play in the morning, right? Who do you play? Oh, well, it's just round robin. It's not even a tournament earlier.
Round robin for
Like
what?
Gary. You're Gary.
Gary.
What's a round robin for?
That's a green one.
So now it's your turn.
I don't know. They didn't tell me who was in it when they entered. You can't see that. You can't.
Yeah, it's online now.
Is it? I mean, like when it was. When I was
It
signing
should
up.
be on the website. If you want to check it.
No, I know there is now. I've seen who's in it now.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, like,
but signing up, you can't see it. It's ridiculous.
Let me check something real quick. This is important. Oh, are you kidding me? So
Can I I'm talking to the guy beside me, and I'm just like, what happens if I jump in there too? I was like, is that frowned
oh,
upon?
now that is a good question.
He says they'll let it. He goes, more people jump in, though more creatures come out usually. He goes if one person jumps in, they might not, but if like 10 people jump in,
Well, right, I'm not with the army.
because he goes, Clovis
And
Clovis
I
doesn't
say-
care as long as the people get a show.
And I say, how much would it take for you to jump in there?
Come take for me. He goes,
I thought about doing something like that. Yeah.
Does he look strong? Do I perceive that?
they
he
all
looks
look
strong?
pretty strong.
All right, I just ask him how much will it take for you to jump in there?
He goes, you don't think your friend can handle a saber tooth?
And I say, well, we've had a long journey. He's tough, but I'm just worried for his safety.
He goes, I don't know this man. I don't feel like sacrificing my life. If
So you, and I say, so you don't think you could be a saber-toothed tiger?
Oh,
yeah.
Can he roll some kind of
yeah,
persuasion?
yeah,
check?
roll a persuasion.
I have a +4 persuasion. So
14.
14. This guy goes, I can definitely beat a saber tooth tiger.
And I was like, well, I don't know.
He goes, can you beat a saber tooth tiger?
And I said, I asked you first.
Now because of childish face.
Yeah.
They're going.
Yeah. And I said, prove it to me.
This guy, he puts his hand on his sword, then he goes, I'll let your friend prove himself first. He goes, but if it looks bad, he goes, 75 gold pieces. Someone here has that.
I say,
Oh yeah, Sten's got a lot of money.
I say if it's dire, then yes, then jump in. Yeah, they took that away.
So my next attack while all that's happening is going to be.
You're out of spell slots, aren't you?
I have 2 more actually,
Okay.
but they're at the level 2. I went up. Is he within 20 feet of me? No, still not.
No.
A 9, a 13 hit last time. I'll throw the boomerang axe again since
Alright.
he's still out of range. 15, 19, 13,
Hits.
5. Of course, that is not strong enough.
That does like what 2% damage.
No, it doesn't do that.
Okay, good.
All right, he hits you. He hits you for, oh man, 6,
Wow.
10, 15 damage. And you have to roll, let's see.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I'm down.
Oh, you're down now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says if you go, it says if the target's knocked down, it attacks again.
I'm not. I think that's up to
If
you
it's
how you
prone-
want to handle that. If you can do, actually, you should attack, and if it does 27 damage, I'm instantly dead, and if not, nothing.
That's not gonna do it. I'll just do it anyway. See though?
I want a 19. It can't do 27 though, can it?
No, it does. Was
That's
that a
not the
1?
right die, is it?
It's a 1d10.
Okay.
Not a
was
one?
a 1.
So it does 6 damage.
Okay, so I survived that. Now I just simply have 6 or 3 rolls till I survive or
Does
die.
this guy jump down or no?
Does he jump down now? He holds his hand out.
To me,
I don't think it really matters now at this point.
Yeah, Clovis is
I just-
like the thing's backed off. Like
I just simply
Okay,
have
then.
to survive. If
Yeah.
I get back up, I'm not sure what I get. And
Clovis has backed it off.
you're gonna need to look up the rules for getting back up and how much I get. And if I can get up,
What's the next step in this
I'm
journey?
just gonna keep dying. I'm just gonna keep going down, have to survive. Roll number 1. If I roll a 1, it's 2 losses or fails. If I roll 20,
You got
I
all
was
of it
about
there.
to, and I got hit for every single hit point. Whether I was a werebear or not, I would have been hit. 1 success.
All right, 1 success. Where's that on?
I'm sweating bullets over here.
Check unconscious in the go to 187. Is that it?
Lifestyle downtime, resting,
No, it's not it. You need to look for unconscious in the index.
combat, probably.
Roll number 2. I failed.
Well, this next one's big. This next one's big.
I said yesterday.
Oh no.
Everybody else has gotten out of this.
Because you're the one that can touch people.
I know, and I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
He's
Already did
he's unconscious and arm falls.
I have to cast it.
No.
I don't think there's any way out of this situation except to just pass it, and I'm not gonna pass it.
I'm trying to think of a way to dropping to 0 hit points, find unconscious.
Fuck. I can
It
jump
says the
down
best
and
way-
heal you 10 points.
Hold on.
Unfortunate.
If I can get to stable, I might be able to cure myself if I'm allowed.
No, you just have to sit there.
You roll one more battle. One more battle. You're done.
Dead.
So it says the best way to save a creature with 0 hit points is to heal it. If healing is unavailable, the creature can at least be stabilized so that it isn't killed by failed death saving throw. You can use your action to administer first. You have a first aid kit, don't you?
I can't help myself.
No, but they can. If they
I have a
are
healer's
friends
kit.
that-
Yeah.
You do. You can jump down there, and if you roll a DC 10 wisdom check, you can stabilize them.
All right.
Let's do
That's
it.
the only
This
way.
puts us in a situation where we might succeed. So he's jumped in.
He's in there now, and everyone's like booing
Hmm.
right now.
Does the saber tooth
The
come after
saber-tooth's
him?
been like backed off.
Can I hand it before? Oh, it's too late. I guess. already.
Everyone's
He
booing.
has to roll DC Wisdom plus
Can
10.
heal you?
10.
So it has to be 10 or better. You get your Wisdom modifier. Please be good.
1.
Plus 1. It was 18. Did you see that? It was like
Yeah. Can I try to do my lay on hands then?
Hmm?
Do you have a pool of healing power which you can up to 10 heal points? Hit
I
points?
think you become stabilized if you're given points.
It just says the best way to save a creature with 0 hit points is to heal it. If healing is unavailable, the creature can at least be stabilized. So I guess maybe.
If you are given hit points when unconscious, it's Nash.
Oh, really?
What was it?
That whistling, the Pompeii.
We're playing that on handbells this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ask me on that handbells.
Because you have
They
to.
put me in them.
Wow.
Yeah, I think regaining hit points will.
It says, as the DM, I ruled that it was not possible to wake him up without healing magic because the 0 HP you remain unconscious until your HP rises to at least 1. So I think that would work.
So I think you just go to 0 though, right?
Well, it's got to go to at least 1. I just said that.
1. Yeah, 1, but
I think it goes to whatever you're given.
okay. Does it?
It only happens naturally after 4 hours. You go to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess you could save me if
But-
Josh deems that feasible.
I do deem it, but he just used his turn, so then the next turn falls onto you. So you'd have to pass one more throw.
Yeah.
But before that
that's fair.
happens, the saber tooths come running out and attacking.
Just 1, and he's coming for who? All right, Ada.
We're
Then
gonna
don't feel don't you have healing, Kata?
I don't gotta touch you to do it. I can do it from the stand.
We're all.
So could you maybe help?
Maple syrup. I hit you, boy. I hit you.
I'm gonna die too.
Yeah.
How much
I
health
don't
do you
know why
have?
he's
7.
done
You have 7?
Oh.
I rolled 2d6 plus 5.
Oh well, there's no way I don't die. Then.
Well, there's 10.
Well, okay, well I'm down.
I can't get through a story without death.
You don't have any healing, do you?
No, we make bad decisions.
Okay. So,
We make bad decisions.
all right. So, this thing's not even close to dead either. Kate is about to commit suicide, guys.
I don't know if we should all go out and feel like I don't know.
So I have to roll, or is Kata stepping in?
Kate is gonna step in, save someone. She's
Save
not only have to roll for it.
Kate is a good character.
I am practically on death's
I can say
bed.
it. I can say
You
it.
at least have a chance currently, and if I become stabilized, I can help you. No, stabilized.
All right.
Stabilize is if you roll the 3.
Yeah.
If you give me health, I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I'm not going to go into the stand, into the arena. I'm gonna do it from the stands.
I'm okay with that.
And-
Save me.
Yeah. I'm going to. You get
1d4.
1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Saber's just gonna fucking kill me again. I'm just gonna lay there and
1d4.
like kind of try to reach you.
Well, I can do it to him next.
Because I can stabilize you immediately.
Plus my spellcasting modifier.
That's 5.
So you get 7 health back.
Oh, so you're good. You're okay.
Yeah, he's okay now.
Wow.
He has 7.
There's
And
no way we survive.
people
We're just holding out the inevitable.
I know, right?
people didn't notice me doing that. I'm just like,
Okay.
I'll just do it.
Kata.
No, I'm just, because
It's fine.
mine's just it's instantaneous. And it
That's
takes
fine.
a
Okay,
day.
that's fine.
So now it's Tiger's turn. No.
It's Addo's turn.
Yeah, roll. I'm not gonna heal him until he
the
rolls
19.
bad. 19, you want that roll?
No, there wasn't my real roll, sadly.
So that's one
Your
fail.
real roll sucked.
So now it's the Tiger's turn.
Yeah.
It's coming to Grimoire.
But can I do a deception test?
Yeah, you want to play dead?
Yeah, I'm playing fucking dead. Are you kidding me? Until I can at least get an opportunity here.
Alright, no, we're just gonna roll intelligence versus deception.
It's my deception, charisma, dexterity. What model? It's on here. What is charisma? It's
Deception is
charisma.
where's it at? It's charisma, yeah. Hold on, so I'm gonna roll intelligence. My intelligence is a -4.
Show me what I need to be. This
Oh
saber
my
tooth
God.
is ridiculous.
So you're playing. So it doesn't know.
Right.
It doesn't know. You're just laying there like it's sniffing you.
Okay.
It's that close. I thought.
Yeah, it just mauled
I
you.
thought,
I have.
true.
Okay. I just sit there as quietly as possible.
It's
All right. Is it my turn again?
mm-hmm. 16. All right. So what you're gonna do for your turn? Just stay there.
It's the tiger turn. What's the tiger doing? She just keeps sniffing me or just go away at all?
He's just doing circles around you guys.
Can I do? How close am I to Adam?
You guys are like right next to each other almost. Because he was trying to heal, you just failed. Remember?
Yeah, so he's within easy reach of me.
Yeah. You have to make like an obvious movement.
You would or you wouldn't?
He would.
I am
I'd say
waiting
wait 10.
until the moment that the saber-toothed tiger is like kind of a little bit far away from me, maybe not Adam. I'm going to reach out. I'm gonna touch him to stabilize him by casting my. Oh, well, I might not be able to.
Oh, because you're involved with.
Spare the dying is actually a cantrip, so I can touch. You have 0 hit points. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You are just immediately stable with 0 hit points. I get
Do
it.
you want to save it for?
No, I'm gonna use it on you,
You can use that as many times as
and
Oh, okay.
then I'm
you want. Well,
going.
not now.
I'm going werebear.
You're going werebear?
Mm-hmm. Gonna have to. There's no way else out of it. No other way. out
Wait,
of
so
it.
I'm just stable on the ground. I can't do anything now. Is that right?
You can't do anything,
Kata's
but you don't have to
playing.
roll
Kata's play another song. For you, on you.
on me.
He's gonna give you more health.
Uh,
After he tells you to go werebear, he's like,
You need to get out of there.
9, you get 9 more.
Ado needs to get out of there.
So I'm just gonna say, as soon as you go
away.
werebear, this is all like what you do is gonna be determined by rolls.
That's
And
reasonable.
you also, Adams hears, guys, it's a trophy animal, a werebear. So now everyone's like,
So wait, can I like crawl or anything? Or am I
you're
just-
just like,
Okay, well, I'll just go in there, I guess.
yeah, you can't.
What's
This would be a reasonable time for some additional help.
What about that guy?
Get him
Does
outta
he feel
here.
anything? Does he feel like there's some?
Oh,
Can
did you give him gold?
How difficult?
he's still sitting there with his hands out to an empty seat.
How difficult would it be once you're down in the pit to climb back out of the pit?
It wouldn't make it easy.
You dwarf wouldn't make it.
Not me. I'm a werebear.
Oh, you're
Talking
wearing.
about
You could
somebody
make
with
it.
some dexterity.
I would say, like Kata could probably make it with his dexterity. Believe it or not.
But
What
I'm
about if
so-
they were happen to be carrying someone also?
Oh no! I mean, not tough. Might be able to toss him with strength.
This could be your chance to be a hero, big guy. You got a rope?
Where would that be?
You toss him to Kata.
Where would the
Equipment.
equipment be?
Must be some. Is it in an explorer's pack?
I don't think it says what's in
It doesn't.
You don't have it. Does Kata have a rope?
Dude, snipes are loaded.
Kata probably has a little
Snipes
bit of
have tons
everything.
of rope.
So on a 1, if any of my rolls are a 1 as a werebear, they should be like really bad.
Oh yeah, I
hurt,
agree.
hurt a teammate kind of bad.
I'll give you like ranges before you roll.
Well, I'm werebear.
All right.
Are you making any kind of heroic move here?
I mean, I can shoot from the stands. Something if you want. But
That is gonna. You don't want to jump in.
it wouldn't do any good unless I'm carrying you out. And I
You
can
could get Addo out is the thing.
toss him out. Jesus.
I don't know. It might just be worth it for me just to lay there. I'll fight.
The issue is if you're in here and my attack is a 1, I could just simply destroy you.
Oh, that's a risk we'll have to take.
Okay, so Sin's gonna make it up. You had your time last time where you weren't sure if you were gonna lose. All right, so I guess
I'm gonna shoot in though. I want to shoot in.
Shoot
I'm
in.
afraid they're gonna
Yeah,
retaliate.
that might be worse.
Yeah, but that one dude said the guy didn't even really care if more people get involved.
What if you slid down into the pit but stayed away and tried to climb out if something came near you? Just so they at least understand you're not, cheating.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll slide down to the edge.
Stay at the wall, though.
I'll stay at the wall.
All right, so he's down in the pit.
Or I can sit on the wall.
That's kind of what Kate is doing.
Sit on the wall.
Whatever is being.
But Kate is not obviously helping.
I think it's as
Yeah,
high
I
as
think
like,
you're gonna have to
City
get
Park
in.
skating wall. It's like
I think
that.
you're gonna have to get in.
You do what you want.
If you're gonna shoot an arrow, you should try to jump in.
I'll be in.
So you're in the pit. Crowd erupts. Woo! They go, another Satan. No, I'm just kidding.
So whose turn is it technically? Is
Did you roll
Werebear?
initiative again or something?
It would be, he'd go last now.
Okay, so I haven't finished my turn. All I did was reach out.
You just turned.
All I did an action.
Kate just went. So it would be back to him. So it's not,
But he's stable.
it goes 1, 2, 3. Kata.
The Sabretooth's in there somewhere.
Yeah, Saber. I was pointing me, Sabretooth.
So should
I think you're first. No, Ada's
let's
first.
just roll.
Yeah.
19.
6.
Sin.
Okay, roll.
What is it? 11.
Kate rolled with
10.
11, 10, and 6.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah.
It's for fun. Sorry.
Woo.
I'll be knocked out before.
Kata's not in though. He's not in the
Yeah.
pit.
He may not even do anything.
Yeah, it's my turn. Will likely be fast.
So is your healing thing a cantrip?
I'll use 2, 3.
So the first, I want to go straight for the Sabretooth
As an
if
attack.
possible.
So
I basically have 3 targets, but I don't.
how we'll do it is we will go 15, 14 through 20, you attack the Sabretooth. 10 through 14, you go after Sin. 2 through 9, you will just go and like start sniffing the blood of the tiger you slaughtered. 1, you attack Addo.
Okay. Alrighty, my modifier will on claw is going to likely be strength, not dexterity, I would think. All right, here we go.
You want me to roll?
Mhm.
Crit hit on the Sabretooth.
Oh,
This die has been good to us.
My God! All right, so I do 2d8 plus 4 twice.
You do 2d8 twice plus 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do 48 plus 4.
But I attacked twice, so I don't figure my first one was or second one's a crit. So it's 2d8 plus it's 4d8 plus 4?
Is it plus 4 each time?
No.
It's 4d8.
Yeah, you
plus
roll
4.
you roll your damage die like 2 times what you normally would.
6, 9, 12, 16,
20.
20, and then I get a second attack. Would that be on him?
You have to roll again.
And that's crit again. Well, it's a
So you
hit.
still
then.
attack the saber.
So 2d8 plus 4. 3 again. 8, 12.
You're getting there.
Yeah, I might get out of it. Round 2, Sin.
Come on, Sin.
Arrow.
Shot the.
I might do it.
So they're not gonna let you out after the saber tooth. Now there's 3 of you in there.
Be a hero.
One's dead.
22.
One was
Yeah.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Is this spell better than this all done too?
I mean, really make the damage. On that.
And
It's the same for now.
One d8 plus 2.
Plus 3.
So 5, so 6.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it's off to Kata. She doing anything?
Yeah! Those are my friends! Elf Tiger.
I have 16 hit points.
You can still die.
Not today though.
But what if it's not attacking you?
They would have to run really far to get this in.
You can run pretty far.
How far?
I know you're at the edge of the arena.
Well, what didn't he just hit him? So wouldn't he be like right?
No, he shot him with an arrow.
Well, I'm saying the werebear.
Oh, yeah, so it'd be
I
around.
fucked him up.
So I'm gonna say he moves back. He's like 20 feet away
What
from
what
both of
did
you. Now he's in
what did
between
the
you two.
ruler think of the werebear situation?
Yeah, everyone's kind of antsy. Everyone, they look like they want to fight it. The crowd does.
They want to fight me?
Yeah.
Place is insane.
Do it.
Alright, here we go.
So
There's no way we make it out
The
of this.
saber
the tiger
tooth
jumps.
adjustment.
Yeah, the tiger jumps back to like in between you two. So it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do? Same thing.
I'm attacking with my claws. Oh, wait. He's got a hammer also.
I don't know that. You probably
As
just
a
have your.
warrior.
You probably just have your war hammer. I would say your war axe.
I also have an attack bonus of +7. Nice. Okay, so that still falls within whatever the range is.
Should I change? I should probably change.
No,
Okay, I won't change him. I
no.
won't change him. All right, you ready?
Crit. Man, I don't even need the +7. Werebear's a beast, clearly.
All right.
2d8 plus 4. So, 7, 13, 17. Does he go? Does he fall? Does he get out? Oh, I get a second attack. Roll again.
Hold on.
My other call is coming for him. Because the werebear can go 35, 40 feet or something. Plus
And-
7 is 11.
That means that you attack.
I can't get to him, though. I'm just charging
No.
straight towards him.
No, because I said.
Oh,
because
I went to, oh, God.
Can I not get out at all?
Can he do a dexterity
Right
saving
next to
throw?
it.
It's gonna have to be because he wasn't like cause you're going to catch him off guard a little bit too.
Oh,
So it's
I
gonna-
don't know if he'd catch me off guard.
I know.
I would be
Isn't the
scared as
tiger-
shit
I
as
know-
soon as the saber tooth starts
Is the
coming.
tiger-
I know
between
the
the two
risk
of
of the werebear
And
being
the tiger was in between
That's
you
true.
two.
Okay, he has to roll a 16 or higher to get out of the wall.
Jesus.
But
With what modifier? Dexterity?
yeah,
Yeah.
dexterity.
You can do this, Sin, or else I'm going to feel terrible that I put you in this situation. 15 plus 3.
But I hate to say this, but when he tries to climb back, he's gonna have to do a strength check against me because they're trying to push him back in.
Oh, God.
They're
on, man.
not gonna let you out the pit once you're in the pit.
I would say that's reasonable.
Yeah.
If you roll first, I want something to be.
Please roll low.
I'm trying to think. Would it be +5?
Wait, am I rolling against you or am I just?
Yeah,
You roll
against
with
me.
Okay.
Plus whatever you think.
+5 for these guys, I think. 18.
You're in big trouble.
No higher than 18 with strength.
Not gonna be enough.
So he gets shoved back in.
That's just a rough.
That's just a tough situation. But that's how it would be played.
Turn that into a tough situation.
I don't, that's how it would be though, I feel like. That's reasonable. If you jump in the pit, you're stuck in the pit.
How many hit points do you have, Sin? All of them? You didn't get more when you leveled up?
He has 25.
Oh,
Okay, so hopefully I don't do 25 damage to you, but I don't think I can.
Dude,
1. Oh shit. 6. 9, 13 damage. So you're down 13 to what?
Oh.
This is stressful.
Damn.
I'm not making it easy on you guys. Like, I'm doing what I think would happen in this situation.
So it's around to Sin. Sin, what are you gonna do with your turn? Shoot the werebear! God!
I'm gonna try to jump out when we're done.
You're not gonna shoot the saber tooth. It might be down soon.
Yeah, you're gonna keep killing me.
Maybe.
do dexterity saving throw.
They're gonna push you back in, man.
If he
Even
wins,
if you get out, what are they gonna do? There's a whole crowd of them.
If we beat everyone, fine, I should do
We're gonna beat the whole crowd.
No, I mean if the big saber tooth.
Oh well, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'll shoot the
There doesn't seem to be an easy way out of it.
Oh, what?
you should have done the strength check.
Yeah.
11.
Nope.
11.
You missed.
Miss.
That's reasonable. You're hurt. Kata, doing anything to help either of us?
One more. I don't know if I want to use my last.
Kid, go shove the people out of the way up above me and help
Like
me out.
Kata's strength's like
There's
negative
no
two.
way you're gonna move him.
Yeah.
Sabretooth.
I don't know who you'd attack in this situation. He's in range of everyone.
I think Werebear.
Probably. Werebear Addo.
Werebear's the one that keeps shoving him and throwing him around. He's not gonna have to be distracted.
I'll just say he just turns.
Werebear, other than attacking
Squared
Sid
up.
unexpectedly, I'm killing it. Here we go.
Salter turns. Oh man, this could be huge. There's this. This is the way. This is the Werebear roll. If he attacks Sin again, we're in trouble.
Sin's dead, I think.
No,
No,
that's
that's
he
when
just-
I go. That's when
He
I.
just goes
No,
around.
Oh, it's 11.
Yeah. That's so
Same exact fucking roll.
Damn.
Well, here we go. You have 12 hit points left. That's got to stay in.
Okay,
Oh,
one.
Okay, thanks. How was your movie?
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, it wasn't Star Wars.
Pitch Perfect 3.
Oh, really?
Did you not
So-
like Star Wars?
No, I liked it.
So did you roll 5 and 1 or just a 1?
Yeah, just the ones who borrow the 5.
Okay. Oh man. Oh.
It's not, nobody's watching.
So a 1 and a 5 plus.
Plus 4, so 10. You survived.
Oh god.
This is way too stressful.
This is a inkling of
I
scroll.
don't know who to heal. If I could heal out of stable. I'm gonna wait till you go down to heal you.
Second roll.
If we somehow get out of this, we should do some low-level quests
That's what I said last night.
to build up
I'm
our.
just gonna chill.
It's your turn.
We need to build up our
I do.
experience.
You were like the first one to jump in on this trip. Oh no, you did. Hey, second attack.
Oh, you got. Oh yeah, you have to.
I gotta go too.
I need to hit the Sabretooth. Take him down.
Wait, I thought that was the. Is that not the same too?
That's Sin. That's Sin.
Oh, that's Sin.
Who attacked me?
Wait, it's your turn
You
again.
just
again. Yeah, but I get 2 attacks. Do
You're
I
dead.
have to take them both?
I don't think you have to, but you already did.
I don't get to make that choice anyways. He's out of control. Well, you're done for.
Yeah, you're done. So he's on. He's
He's unconscious.
yeah. He's on. No, what he has to do is rolls.
All right. Well, it's Sabretooth's turn though, right?
Yeah, it's his turn to roll 1 now.
We're bear backfired.
Werebear was doing good. Our first one.
11.
First one to save. All right. I'm not gonna save until I know. Until I know I have to. Because you guys just get stable. I don't think you're gonna get attacked with the Werebear in the arena. That hits, doesn't it? 21.
Mm-hmm.
So he.
How much health do you have? Still the same.
16.
If you go down, we're dead. Honestly, like we're all dead.
Pretty much. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, it did. 7 damage, but you gotta do a saving throw.
There's no way that Tiger could knock him down.
That's what it says. Doesn't say. Gotta make a strength saving throw of 14. Okay. He's standing up.
There's no way you could dodge it.
So now it's the werebear's turn.
Is the saber tooth anywhere near dead?
Yeah, it's really close to being dead.
God, one fucking hit.
It's a weird.
Nice
That
shot.
would have hit it.
Yeah.
13.
That's him. If you hit him, no, you can't hit him for 25.
Second roll. I just keep beating the shit out of him. It's just going.
God, I would have hit him
Roll
too.
in the fucking.
That didn't like
Reroll.
anything. 17, that's a hit. And that's a hit.
Finally, finish him off.
Please.
5, 8, 12.
He's dead. Oh,
Legit.
yeah. 450. 450 experience.
Can I choose to share that?
You're the only one that did damage to it, but they helped you.
You had a month.
Oh yeah, you did him once.
I
guess-
guess.
I guess-
Roll the second one.
I got hit by.
Yeah, roll
That's all I did.
roll your second one. All right, 16. Might as well just
God,
roll his third one. Just roll your next. Just roll them out.
Yes! Wow.
So you're.
Now, how do I get out of Weber?
Triangular nugget.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to go 13, just straight. There's no modifier. 13 to 20, you get out of it. 1 to 12, you're going to roll another attack roll.
Just keep beating the shit out of him. At this point, I'm just raging.
So so you're rolling attack roll. You're going into the crowd.
Crowd?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you're
13.
attacking. You're just going to maul people.
So their armor class probably isn't 13.
Oh, hold on, I'll go back to it.
Oh,
It doesn't really
God
matter.
damn.
But
We're so close, and now we're just gonna die.
How long do I stay in this fit of rage?
until you roll, like, if you roll 13 or higher, you get out of it.
Okay.
All right, their armor classes, yeah, if you hit it, you can do small one. Doesn't really matter. You
Kill 'em.
It doesn't, yeah, you start killing people. Second attack. Small another one. All right, so now we're going to try to get out of it. We need a 13 or higher. All right.
Alright.
So after you're in the crowd, you're just like toning down to your dwarf self.
Kind of like a Hulk thing.
Yeah, and everyone's like,
I go, what happened?
you see him turn around and you see Sin and Addo laying unconscious.
I said,
So Clovis is like laughing. He's laughing. Yeah,
Huh.
that's the damage. That's like the damage rolls you guys did.
That's crazy.
You started with 78?
Yeah, you originally started with 52, but you took the roll.
I guess 38 on the tiger, I suppose.
Yeah.
We get one?
Everyone's cheering like more. And Clovis just puts his hands down. He goes, I think 2 of them are dead.
If I were a random person and I came across that, I might actually watch it for a couple minutes.
Oh, yeah, I know so. It's something anyone can come across it.
What are like the tags you used on it?
Maybe that's why I can't find it.
Tags would help.
I'll fix it.
Put it on Twitch,
It's on
It's
YouTube,
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
which is also just a not crazy popular thing to do live anyway. But
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get on Twitch yet.
What's your
Twitch.
account name?
Homebrew.
So
Nash found it earlier.
no, I couldn't find it the second time.
What's he say? What are we doing?
oh, okay. So Clovis, like I said, I think they've had enough. They've proven themselves. They said, "Bring them to me," and they picked them up. And then Kato's you hear Kato going, "Hey!" Like he's getting picked up in the crowd, and like he's getting like, and like you see Clovis walk down, and then you get drugged into like one of his office, and he just throws their unconscious bodies on the ground, and your beaten body, and then Kato.
Are you currently charging the batters for this?
One of them.
Can we try one before we leave?
It's in this thing here.
Yeah.
I'll set it up. So what is
Kata unscathed.
what's it?
Your kind don't come here too often.
To me?
You're specifically the musician.
This kid is anything.
Kata just like, we're here for negotiations for your surrender. That's what Kata says.
Kato, you idiot.
Oh my god.
Did you order these online?
I can't look at that.
That's my face.
Did you hear what
Damn it.
God.
Grimoire better?
Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Grimoire needs to get involved in
Maybe
calm Kata. Kata was hype. He was getting into those fights.
Yeah, he was. I honestly thought we were gonna die.
Yeah, no, we know.
Slipping in and out of these dangerous situations.
Huh?
This one, like, I thought it would be longer before you guys got into a dangerous situation. I still can't see.
Sin makes the mistake every time. Last time he stole the sword that
I didn't think you were
generated
just,
this time.
I didn't think you were just going to hand him the bow.
handed a guy that was making fun of us your bow.
And you just jumped in on a fight. You got
I was saving Addo, who attacked this guy for no reason.
I just bumped into him. He attacked me. I was trying to.
I liked it. Like,
See,
like
here, look like. But if you get the other one, it takes the shadows out. See the shadow on the wall of my arm.
But how much better does the light look though?
I think if you had the other one, I think it would look better.
Well, I'll have to figure it out tomorrow.
Get that out of my face. Yeah, Grimoire better needs to help out with what's going on right now.
I'm still knocked out.
You guys are starting to come to a little bit.
I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed in Grimoire though. He did a good job.
But what
With a little
Did
help
you-
from his friends.
did you hear? What was said?
No. Oh, I just heard that we don't come around much.
And Kata's hyped. Like after the fight, he said, "Yeah, we're here to negotiate your surrender."
So is everyone around Grimoire just purposely making bad choices?
Kata's hyped.
The fight with him and the guy was going to play out. It was going to play out.
I think I was gonna win that fight. How
and then the
many
rules of
did
the
they have?
town were broken. You were thrown into
It
it.
We all
He was a
made bad
thug.
choices.
You had him on the ropes, I think. Sort
Oh,
of.
was that the?
That's what
You
the guy
didn't
was.
even
Just
hit him,
a
did you?
No, I hit him a couple times. We were about the same health points. We
I
both
hit
were.
him with a one huge
Yeah,
hit.
well, he had 32.
And then I took him down with the guiding bolt. You just got beat up immediately.
What? No, I did some damage.
No.
Hey,
Well,
we have
even
a
at
clear-
that,
we have
It
a
would have
clear-
been one man dying versus now in the arena situation we're all dying.
You guys might not even be safe yet.
If it wasn't for what Kata just said, we probably would have been okay. But now he's being ridiculous, speaking for the first time.
He's hype.
Alrighty, so Grimoire says, excuse the bard.
Kata's like shadow boxing.
Please excuse him. He is young and naive. He does not have any position in this diplomatic discussion. No, do not listen to him.
Nor this group of friends.
And then the Clovis puts his hand up and they get like 1d8 of hit points back like you did.
1d8, 1d8, roll a 1d8.
Oh, that's nice.
6. That's how you use it. 7. I got a 1 when I did it.
7.
Yeah, right.
So
So you guys are kind of
Yeah,
waiting.
so you guys are waking
When I
up.
was awakened, I just went back to whatever I got.
0. So you have 7.
So 7.
So he's like, what brings you guys here?
We were sent from the town of Westfire to speak to you about the occurrences that happened in.
He slams, he goes, did Metal Striker send you?
No, not Metal Striker. In fact, I'm not sure Metal Striker even lives.
He goes, he's dead?
There is a chance that
He-
he is now.
He goes, who killed him?
Hey, Rick.
He goes, oh, I knew he could do it. Good old Alias.
I laugh with him.
I'm just laughing about that dwarf. Like, are you guys laughing like awkward? Like,
No, I'm laughing heartily.
Kate is going. Because everyone else is
He was
laughing.
like, wow.
He's like, so then he says, so you're friends of Hayrex.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Any friend of Hayrex, a friend of mine. Why didn't you say so?
We haven't had a chance to speak to you.
He goes, oh yeah, you broke the taboo.
Yes, I apologize again.
He backhands you. He's like, stop apologizing.
I'm okay.
I
He goes-
say, oh, go ahead.
He says, Hayrex has impeccable timing. And he goes, we're just about to go to war.
Oh, great. Great.
Who are you going to war with?
He goes, my stupid brother.
Who's your stupid brother?
Oh shoot, I didn't think of the name. Let's all brainstorm a name.
What name?
Just a human name.
Geraldson.
My brother Geraldson.
Geraldson. Clovis and Geraldson.
I say,
Grovis and Clovis.
I say, sir, can you tell us what happened at Wolfton?
He goes, we heard they were causing trouble.
Was that you that took it? That?
Oh, most definitely.
What did you do with the women and children?
He goes, we take what we conquer.
You take. What do you mean take?
We take what is ours. The women are ours, we take the women. The kids are ours, we take the kids.
So you take them and bring them back to your city?
Unless there is a hand.
We slaughtered them.
That seems almost reasonable.
It's the way of the land. Survival of the fittest.
I say, well, we come from a great land of, as you know, a great land of forgers.
He goes, I do indeed.
And
He
from
pulls-
in,
He grabs his sword and it starts glowing when he grabs it like you're. There it is.
I say, Haymick, or is it Haymick? Is it Helmick?
Hey, Rick.
Hayrick. Okay, sorry.
Who's this haymaker?
Yeah. Say Hayrick has recently gained even more power and more allies, and he started a new.
This guy surprisingly, he knows. He goes, saw the Fire Confederation, West Fire Confederation. Says the West Fire Confederation. So he goes, I've heard.
I say yes, so you're aware, and I say I think we can help each other out here.
He goes, what do you have in mind?
I say, well, our confederacy is always looking for new members.
He goes, so Hayreck wants me to be one of his underlings.
I say no, not an underling, but an equal, all part of the confederacy together.
You would act as a jarl.
A jarl
That's
of my wonderful city.
Yes. You would have supreme rule over your city's day-to-day activities, but your major decisions would be made with Westfire's mind. And Hayrick would like to have some authority over you if necessary in a large decision. But otherwise, day-to-day business would be yours.
He says, he's like, what's in it for me?
That would be negotiations that you would need to do with Hayrick himself.
Think about it. You're a warrior.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're a warrior clan. They're forgers. It's a natural fit.
He goes,
Weapon supplies for
You would be.
He goes, but survival of the fittest.
you can't survive without weapons. You need them just as much as they need
But
you.
we take weapons when we need them.
Well, you can't take the weapons that we can provide, or even better, the weapons that.
Imagine if your
from-
entire army was suited with weapons such as your own.
And this, and I pull the one out that I am.
Just glowing.
Yeah.
He's not looking at a sword. He gets like a really like concerning grin on his face, like he's like imagining. He's like, "Oh, you're right."
Yes.
He goes, "But I have one condition: is you help me in the war with my brother."
What nation army will we be confronting?
He goes. He says, "It's not a." He goes, "It's not really a war per se, but me and my brother come from a family of conquerors. And he goes, we are the two greatest warriors from the clan. He goes, I have conquered what you see here.
Good thing we didn't shoot him.
Huh?
Good thing we didn't shoot him.
He goes, I have conquered what you see here. And he goes, my brother has conquered another like large city, town. So he goes, and we will battle to see who is the king of conquerors.
How could we help with that?
How can we help?
And by aiding me, he goes, you obviously are capable warriors. You took down my strongest.
Can you wait
Saber-tooth?
until I am closer to level 5?
Alright,
Take it easy.
see you, man. Good luck tomorrow. Huh?
So what happens? Are
If
you
the
guys both
war-
out of here? Like, are you out of here tomorrow?
I'll leave tomorrow at 7 in the morning.
Soon. Not tomorrow, but
So we'll have to set up. Do you know what Google Hangouts is?
no. But I can.
I can.
We need to get Roll20 to work.
I know. Alrighty, man. Thanks for playing, man.
Take it
See you,
easy.
dude. So he's like, level 5.
Yeah, but
I
I
know.
say, what kind of aid exactly would be necessary for a conqueror versus conqueror
He
battle?
he says most of the fighting you displayed today from my fellow citizens. None
None of your guys are werebears?
of that.
So I say,
Will you speak to Hayrick directly?
He goes, tell Eric to come here. Put him in the pit.
Has he ever been here? Has he ever stepped foot in?
He goes, no, he goes, one time, but it was not this large of scale. Because he was dilly-dallying in some dark magic.
I believe that I not speak for Hayrick directly, but I will deliver a message to him that he is being summoned to. Hey, what's the name of this place?
Martel.
Martel. To Martel.
He says, I think you misunderstand. I don't want Hayrick's men. I want you guys.
Right, but he would like to speak to you about a collaboration. And I will not help you without some opportunity without some type of reassurance that you will speak with him.
He goes, okay, I will speak. He goes, but I will go to Westfire because pretty elves don't last very long here.
Yes, that's probably true.
Katie's like,
It was Sin.
Sin's not a pretty elf.
He only lasted a couple minutes.
He goes, we ride out right now.
Okay.
He's a doer.
He is a go-getter.
He says, did you bring a wagon or anything?
It's at the front end.
He goes, just leave it here. We'll ride my things. He goes, I'm sure what's in it's for me. It's not. It's mine now.
Fair enough.
So
Do you have a small horse?
what he brings out is not, he brings out saber-toothed tigers and he rides a saber-toothed tiger.
He like to leave a perch.
He goes, everyone get on one. He's like, he's got a horse. These will get us there much faster.
I'll roll a dexterity to get on this thing.
One.
Yeah.
This thing hates you. Like, it saw you kill its brother.
I can't.
So Clovis grabs you, like manhandles you, and throws you on his back of his. Hang on there, little guy. And he just takes off. He just leaves us. So you're just getting manhandled by this huge. He puts you on his lap.
What?
He just grabs you.
I feel an unusually long, gigantic thing. I'm like, what? And he goes, relax, it's just my sword. And then he winks.
So we're all riding these saber-toothed tigers back to
Westfire.
Westfire. We get there quick. No problems again.
Okay.
And
Does my guy heal any on this trip or no? Is
We
he
don't
Yeah,
know
we
if
all-
they're gonna rest yet.
Well, I'd say we'll take rest. Like we'll just like we're traveled safely. Like it's been.
Well,
like,
it does take 10 days.
Yeah.
So
Not
we
on not on Saber
Saber-tooth.
and not with Clovis.
So
Clovis
how
is
much
kinda
do I
like
go back up in hit points?
all the way.
Okay.
You take a long rest and sleep
Yeah.
at night.
Play-
Yeah.
Clovis is very similar. Like he made this trip way faster than you think it should be done because like he was like all night riding the saber tooths.
Are we back?
Yeah, so we
Do I have a
ride-
chance to talk to Grimoire alone?
yeah, you can
Can we talk while he's talking to Hayrick directly?
if
Do
you
we
want.
have to
To
hear his conversation?
one of you is
with
going to have to
Hayrick?
be Clovis. One of us going to be Hayrick.
Okay.
I'm like, what do you feel about this Clovis character?
I do not want to go with him.
I say I know this guy is batshit crazy,
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
and this way of life, I don't think it like pairs well with Westfire's democracy or Confederacy.
I also want like to paint a picture while you guys were like resting at camp. He was like wrestling a bear.
I was like, this guy is too high strung. Like,
He is insane.
he's a wild card. He's not. He's gonna.
He didn't even
He's
win.
he's
He got like
dangerous.
he got like bites sticking out.
I say
But he had a blast.
Yeah, he was having a great time. Him and the bear were buddies at the end.
I don't know what to do though.
What?
I kill him. That's been our go-to move.
I'm not attacking him. No.
Have some.
I've had a
Make it
very
surround
long week.
Let me find a guy if you do
I
attach.
think what we might be able to do is have Hayrick send us on our own mission.
So that we're not with him. But we're just gonna let them join the Confederacy. I mean, I guess it's not our call, but I feel like we
Well,
need
Hayrick already knows that.
to, oh, he alrea's or like
Yeah, I
Well,
think
that's-
decision's
that's
going
for
to be
them,
made
yeah.
up to him. I am very intrigued to find out if the high priest was executed.
We're not.
oh shit, yeah.
So we're rolling in on Sabretooth. He doesn't stop at the gate. He just keeps going straight.
I say, Clovis! Does he hear me?
Yeah, he's like,
And I say, kick the shit out of those
you're
guards.
you're on his lap.
Oh yeah. shit. As we approach the back wall and like just keep going, just like as we go past the guards, I just go.
He sees you wind up, and you hit the one on the left. He doesn't know what's going on. He just goes, yeah. He's just like, he just like smashes his head
And
against the
into
wall.
stone. Do they die?
Yeah.
Yes. I hate those guys.
He's killed the cards.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Grimoire has some
Grimoire cannot
sense
just
of
keep going.
oddity to him. That
He
he
just
just
kills
kills stuff.
And
I
then,
just kill stuff.
and then he's like, like trying to give you high fives.
Adam's gonna have a intervention with Grimoire.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah, you're riding behind us. You just watch Grimoire like slice one, and then Clovis Bass like crush one skull in a fluid motion too. Like it wasn't. Like, it was just like,
Don't even think about it. Just like, oh, okay.
yeah, he's all him wind up. He's like, fight. So what does Addo think when he sees this?
There's no way I could have talked to him if I was sitting on his lap.
Telepathic.
I'll wait till
Yeah,
we get
we'll
off.
have a conversation.
Yeah, we don't
What
have
the
to.
hell
We
are
don't
these
have to.
saber-tooth tigers going to do in the middle of this government official area?
He doesn't even stop when he gets to the door. He goes inside the building on the tiger. Bring me Hayrick.
Clearly, I have to attend that with him, but what do Adam and Kato do?
Once
Well, inside on your
You-
saber
I mean, I feel like I'm just,
you
yeah.
turn around, Kato is into this again. It's like
I don't know what to do with a saber-tooth tiger, so I'm just gonna follow the
Kato.
guy.
Kato seems like you can like see he's like looking up to Clovis as a mentor.
If you were to just jump off, it would probably go nuts.
So
Yeah, so I'm just stay on it and follow.
so we just squat up like and like
We're just sitting in Hayrick's office on 3 sabers.
yeah, like we're not even in his
What is
office 'cause he doesn't
happening?
know where his office is. Like, where's his office?
I'm steering him. I'm like, left, right, left.
Right.
And like there's like people walking like.
There aren't people walking. There are people screaming if they were coming.
You're like,
dodging.
is this it straight ahead?
Yeah, I lead him right.
He goes, knock it down. So he just gets-
Otto does not like this guy.
I know. I can get the impression Otto hates him.
The door just gets busted. And Hayrex is at his desk. And Clovis is like, Bayless! Hayrex like,
Grimoire jumps down off the saber tooth, and I'm actually going to find a chair and just sit down and kind of relax a little bit. I don't really like riding animals. Grimoire's scared.
He's had some bad experiences already.
and then like, Bayless is like, Clovis. And then like, they like, he like walks up to Hayrex. And he just shoves him real hard. He hits the wall, and then Hayrex hits him with like a dark bolt. And he goes, and they just start like both laughing.
I'll be Hayrick in this. Or do you, how about you be Hayrick, Adam?
What's-
Or Drew?
Yeah.
So you
Okay, do we know anything about his past?
Huh?
Okay,
About his past?
they know each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How well?
They pretty well.
Okay.
Pretty well.
I feel like Hayrick, I just saw like kind of his personality. Like he's not nearly as like crazy though.
He's not
But
really
I
crazy.
can't remember that city's name again. What?
Martell.
Martell. God.
You can just change it if you want.
Like-
It's just a name. It's literally the last name of someone from Game of Thrones that I thought of.
all the Martells.
Yeah, I literally couldn't think of any other name of like someone.
Like
He's like he wants to do what's best for his people. What makes him but what makes him look the best, but also what gives him a little more like power.
like he's like but he's like kind of power hungry, but
Like-
he's not like evil.
No, like he's like good. Like he'd be like a good ruler. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's
right.
like always
He's
looking.
just always trying to get more power.
Yeah, like he's like
Basically, like an honest route up the ladder.
right. But
I always
So
play him like when I play him like no one supposed to know this, but always like he knows something's coming,
yeah.
but like not like trying to gain power to prepare for something.
So he wants more. So
He wants
he
them
wants
to
them
join.
to join.
Yeah,
Okay. Gotcha. What's your guy's name? I'm Peleus.
Clovis.
Clovis.
Yeah, you're Peleus Hayrick. I'm Clovis.
Clovis.
Peleus.
He goes over and does like, are they like tighten up?
Yeah, we just beat the shit out of each other. That's what we did earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, like punch him.
You like zap me with spells. I'm like hitting
Oh, okay.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I go over. Punch
And,
him
like,
over and I say, it's been,
Like you cut open my wound and I'm bleeding and I'm laughing.
I say, it's been too long.
He goes, it has been. Why don't you ever come to the pit?
I say, I've been needing to go to the pit for some time.
Stay out of the pit.
And then he's like, he went to the pit.
Yeah.
And he points at Grimoire.
And I say, I'm much too powerful for a simple pinch.
He goes, oh, that's very true.
And I say, I've been dealing with so much around here trying to get out of
Yeah.
government.
He goes, I've heard you've gained a lot of power.
I say, I have. And I've heard some about your brother.
And he goes, my brother has been gaining power as well.
I say, tell me more about that.
He goes, we had a friendly competition.
A friendly competition.
He goes, I conquer, he conquers. Then we try to conquer each other.
I say, how can I help?
Provide me with these men. They displayed things I've never seen before. He goes, if you do this and I become the king of conquerors, the king of conquerors is at your service.
There will be terms. I don't know. I think that there will be terms to join a confederacy, though. But I'm sure we can make it out a deal that will be mutually beneficial.
He smacks him on the back real hard. Like, oh, I knew I could count on you, so I could have these men for a few days. He like looks like
I say these men need rest, though they've been through much.
he
They have
goes.
time for the they have time.
He
for
goes.
rest.
We have time for rest. The war will not. He keeps calling it a war, but it's not. It's just
Yeah.
like army versus army. So I guess it is a war. He says they will have time. We need to prepare anyway, but they should come stay in Martell.
He says that will do. After that, we will make more official arrangements. I'll start drafting out the documents now. I'm
And then-
sure you'll find them.
Hayrick has a whole like bunch of like papers and scrolls and books on his desk. Clovis puts his arm out and knocks every single one of them off. Pulls up a chair, puts his arm on, goes, "Let's see if you've lost it."
And then Eric just goes, "Old friend, always," and he just goes right for it.
Yeah, and then let's roll. Let's roll.
Just straight up.
Just straight up. Yeah, where's
That's
my
a 1 or 2 or 3 or what?
Which one do you think? What do you think? What are you thinking, Mike? We'll let you decide what this competition should be.
Best out of 3.
Where's my D20? All right. So Henrik wins round 1.
Oh,
Henrik just he goes, "Oh, you still had it. What do I expect?"
Been for wrestling with bears.
He goes, "I expect nothing less of the great Peleus, Henrik." And he just gives you a hug. And he goes,
I said I told you I'm too much for that pit of yours.
and then he like looks back. He goes, "I'm happy to have you guys on my squad." And he looks at Kate and he goes, "What use is the musician?"
And Eric just goes,
I actually, Grimoire interrupts real quick, and he actually, because Kate has been growing on him, and he says,
He will be more use than you believe, than you would think.
It couldn't be any more less use than I could think.
You'll see.
He goes, "Does he play good music?
He does. He does.
Can you get the bars a little rowdy?
He does.
Welcome home, musician." He starts hitting Kata real hard.
no.
Take like
That
what?
would kill Kate.
Get like broken bones. He goes,
And then what is it, Henrik?
"Oh, Eric just."
"Hey, Rick just sold you guys off."
Well, I know, but he was going to say something.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. He just says, "Friend," he says, "good luck to you. I know you won't need it."
he goes, "My brother's a word of the adversary. Because if I don't make it back, I'll leave this boy in charge." He pats Kato on the head. He's like, "Yeah!"
When are we due in Martel again?
Get ready for battle.
When?
When he leaves, you leave with him.
We have no rest at all.
Well, you'll have rest in Martel.
I don't think our guys are gonna be. How much experience did I get after that whole thing?
How he divvies it up. He wrote all the XP down.
So we only earned 650. 450 was from the Sabretooth. And we killed one thug.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how much the thug is worth.
100. We killed a tiger and
Oh, and yeah, I got the tiger.
100.
So it'll be 125 for everyone.
You should get more. You should get the whole tiger.
I got 375. You guys got 125 each.
So he's staying in Westfire for a couple days.
Can I have an opportunity to speak to Hayrick like completely alone or with just Ada?
Yeah, because like for some reason Clovis like also got a liking to Kata. I don't know why. He picks him up under his shoulder, goes, "Let's go to the bar, musician," and he takes him. So now it's just you three in there.
Sin's in here too.
Sin, and he left the Sabretooth Tigers at Garrett's.
I am hesitant to be around these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Rick looked at you guys. He goes, "Should I put them in cages, or will that make them mad?"
They seem domesticated.
Like, he looks at you. He goes, "Do you think Clovis is domesticated?"
Absolutely not. But they don't seem to attack unless.
Who are we with right now?
I'll say Sin left
It's
too.
the main three.
Sin went to the Arrowhead.
the main.
No, not Arrowhead, but he just went out like all the.
What do you mean the main three?
Because
Realistic, me, you, and Sin.
was
Realistically, he probably went back to the wine cellar. Honestly.
Yeah, because-
I feel like that's where he would want.
because he's interested in like that too more than anything.
Mhm.
Because Hayrick doesn't really like. He's like the one of you guys. Sin's the one he doesn't trust the most.
Yeah. Well, they haven't really spoken.
Because he hasn't said anything whenever Hayrick's in the building.
Well, the one time he wasn't even around.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He
You're
was
right.
out
You're right.
at the tower.
Okay,
So
so
it's just
yeah, it's
Adam
us
and
three.
Grimoire?
Yeah,
and
you're right.
Hayrick.
Oh, okay, okay, right.
I'll be Hayrick now.
Okay.
So I say, Hayrick, what's happened to the high priest?
I go. how should I say this?
Directly.
He is back in New Fire.
Eric, why?
He says, I understand where you're coming from, but I can't. I have 2 Jarls, and one of them is a questionable character. That's not the High Priest. And he goes, I can't have one of my only 2 Jarls being assassinated in my city. How does that make me look? Whatever happens at New Fire.
He couldn't have been taken out in the forest?
He went around with the shaky hands guy.
I say
He was being escorted by the soldiers.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think
The
give him a
soldiers.
soldiers should have taken him out.
give him a chance. Maybe he'll prove to
He
be.
goes-
Maybe he'll prove to be able to
I
be
want-
influenced.
He goes, he left Wormsinger behind. Is what he says. And
I'm going to put this just outright. I want to be the leader of New Fire,
because you
or part of a leadership.
So you want to
You know,
multiple-
I want to be part of a government and be part of a leader in that government that has checks and balances. He is completely overseeing this entire city and village, and nothing good can come of this. I'm not even positive out of that he is actually true to his word.
We don't know that though. Maybe perhaps we can give him something to busy himself within the larger government. And
Eric says, why don't we put him to the test?
Westfire.
Hey Rick, what did you tell me his name was? You know it. Hey Rick should know it.
I don't remember what it was. You told me something gold.
Yeah. It's Maximus Gold.
Yeah, Maximus Gold. His name's Maximus Gold. At least that's what he signed.
Do I know anything?
I don't know anything, so.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean anything to Eric.
Okay, then I say, well, perhaps we can give him something within Westfire to keep him busy. Maybe we can rework the New Fire.
So he's in New Fire now.
Well, if he gets a message from Hey Rick,
I say test his leadership quality. Pose him with a problem and see how if he does not react accordingly, then the Lord Commander will have to do what the Lord Commander needs to do. If he does not act in the best
Perhaps-
interests of the Confederation.
perhaps instead of a hostile takeover, we can hold an election similar to that to Westfire.
If there is not an election, Grimoire will take care of this himself.
So you're just saying you're going to kill one of my Jarls right in front of me?
Yes,
It's a ballsy move.
it is a ballsy move.
I like it.
But I just don't think that this is the way that New Fire should be ran.
He said, hey, Rick's like,
The people there want to prosper.
he goes,
The
I
High
can-
Priest will not allow it.
He says, I can tell when I went to your city that it would not have prospered at all had Kada not wandered into the village on that day.
Whose fault is that? Addo himself has tried to explore these lands for the 3 years he has been here, and the High Priest will not allow it. Until recently, I cannot believe he has even been able to do what he's been able to do. Going to
Because maybe he's
Zealand was an absolute shock to me that he would allow Addo out of his life.
maybe he's blossoming.
blossoming. He is being forced into these issues. We brought you upon him.
I
He
see.
did not seek you.
Patience, Grimoire. Patience.
Patience.
I say I think it'll all turn out fine.
I think
You have more than anyone invested in this.
you guys should take Wormsinger to New Fire when you get back.
That's all but a death sentence.
Wait, what? What did he say?
Take Wormsinger. He goes. He says, I don't think the religion will stand with Wormsinger. Wormsinger.
No, but the High Priest will not be immediately removed from power.
He goes, Wormsinger might see to that himself
Why didn't he when he was given the chance?
because I told him not to in Westfire or on his travels back with my soldiers.
I can't even go to New Fire. I have to deal with Martell. So does Addo.
We don't have enough time to go back to New Fire. How can we be Jarls there if we're never there?
This is a good point. Grimoire, your chances are looking bleak.
I say, but perhaps I still think we should come up with a system like Grimoire said, has more checks and balances. Perhaps a council or something within New Fire.
I'm all for a council.
Because councils are harder. Yeah. He's like, we're basically our big council, though. Have a small council inside a big council.
Absolutely.
Each city needs their own council, I think.
You don't run our day-to-day activities. You don't have to deal
says,
with the
"I
High
think-
Priest's constant authority.
I think he goes, remember how we were set up with before you got here with Hammer Grip and then me, and I think that may be the best way to set it up with one and then advising cabinet. So
do
I
not
can
want
have
the High Priest at the top of this.
that's understandable because I do not either. That's not best for the Confederates, but he says I need to have like one person that I can talk to instead of having the whole cabinet.
But my
Their whole
fear is
council.
if we just go around assassinating leaders, they won't ever.
That is my figures. I can't. Like, it can't.
That's simply for yourself, Eric. Don't fool us.
It couldn't happen in Westfire or on the travel back with my soldiers.
Stability in our Confederacy if leaderships are constantly being assassinated and changing.
No.
Only elections are going to give any stability.
He goes, I'm fine with the election, but I think it should be with a pyramid kind of thing so I can have one person. When I call for a summit of all the confederacies, I need like a definite person, not 5 people from each town.
I'm
I
okay with
agree with
whatever
that.
government that is put in place, other than what we have, and I don't want the High Priest around.
Because first things, I will tear down the religion.
What? He's like, tear down the religion?
He says, I don't think a town should be ruled by religion. He goes, it's impossible to prosper that way.
As I have been saying, Addo, don't you feel
Like-
the restrictions?
It's okay to have religion, but you guys don't even allow half-orcs.
Well, who wants a half orc?
There's half-orcs all around here.
We don't like half orcs.
I absolutely do not.
We were like,
But you understand
But
that's
that's
all in the
mostly
city.
because of New Point or New Fire.
So he's like, they just restricted. We have people of all kinds of religion here.
We have to choose not to like half-orcs. It's not that we are predisposed to dislike them. If we do not dislike a half-orc in New Fire, we are exiled. We are considered one of them.
He said, that's ridiculous.
Exactly.
He said, he goes, anything that happens in New Fire, happens in New Fire. He goes, I couldn't have it happening in Westfire.
I just don't understand the difference between location. We have removed the leader from his position where his death would be less of an investigation. And then we went back. We sent him back to be killed there.
because he goes, this is my city. I can't have one of my only 2 Jarls being killed in my city. What kind of protection does that prove I have? Even if I'm the one that killed him.
There's no one would have known. His death did not have to be publicized. It wasn't going to be in the newspaper tomorrow morning.
The people of New Fire would have known.
How?
When they had a new ruler.
Well, absolutely, but they would not have known why his disappearance occurred or how it occurred or if he was dead.
Eric just
Again.
stands up.
I want to emphasize that perhaps we just have an election before we make any decisions. Let the townspeople decide for themselves what's best for the
How are
city.
you going to implement this election?
He goes, that would extremely murdering him would too, but that would extremely breach the contract.
You're damn right.
It was fine.
You came in less than a month ago and said, you will rule this city, and now you're just going to get him out of office?
He goes,
You have to assassinate this man.
yeah, because he said, obviously, he goes, or he goes, you guys go to Martell, I will handle this personally.
Ah, yes, but 1 week later than you should have.
He goes, and publicly.
What?
He goes, don't defy the Lord Commander.
How did he defy the Lord Commander?
I'll figure it out. I'll test him.
Hey, Rick. I set this up for you perfectly.
I didn't want him dying in my town.
Fine, we will go to Martel. But you should take care of this immediately.
I still don't know if this is the best course of action.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Rick extends his arms. He says,
We can't just go around killing
and
people.
then like you see like dark like black purple bugs fly out from the sleeves and head in the like lead through the window
Okay.
and go towards the direction of New Fire.
We can't just be killing everyone we don't agree with. And we're no better than them.
It's not just that. It really isn't. I don't have the intentions to kill just to kill.
I don't know that's true.
That is probably hard to believe given my
As you just slaughtered guards.
As your good friend.
As you're talking like about this, Rio busts through the door. He goes, "The 2 head guards have been killed."
I look at Hayrek and I don't even shamefully say it. I just say,
that is my doing.
And I just go.
I said they had it coming. They tripped me twice, maybe 3 times.
Clovis just does it. He goes,
And the
"I'm
other
plotting an assassination with these 2."
oh man. I look at Addo and I say,
Adam, don't you find that you would be better suited to run New Fire than the High Priest?
I do, but we have to set a precedent of
What's a
non-violence.
president?
Huh?
What's a president?
We have to show that we're better than just simple barbarians and killing. We have to show that we can do this the right way.
I say, it doesn't matter what we say now. It's too late. They're on their way.
How can we get out of going to Martel? We have so many issues to take care of on our own.
We need to level up. We need to level up before we do it.
I know.
Crazy.
I have 27 hit points.
I have 20.
Eric's trying to think. He's just like, Clovis has agreed to be part of the Confederation if we aid him, because he will be a big asset. You've seen those warriors.
Hey, Rick, I can't help but think that you are trying to get certain people to be part of this Confederation for your own doing. Why would Locke Vanderhagen be of necessity to
I felt
Confederate?
bad for the
He
refugees.
is rich and you know it.
I felt bad
That
for
is
them.
exactly why he is part of this
I felt
Confederation.
bad for the
He
refugees.
is rich.
Plutonium, or not plutonium.
Platinum.
Platinum.
It's 5 times more worth valuable than gold.
Say, am I hurting anybody?
Shaking hands, wife.
That wasn't me.
You know as well as I do. You are essentially just accumulating their crazy leaders. You have 3 ridiculous
This
leaders.
is true. We have a bit hyper religious one, which I still don't think he's that crazy, but that's a different story. Hyper religious. We have.
Block homosexual.
Whatever you want to call him.
I
He's out.
I spent weeks with him, and
What's
he's
the
crazy.
word called? Yeah, it starts with an E.
Extravagant. I don't know.
No, I can't remember. I'll think of it. And then a barbarian that is ruthless
Crazy.
and insane.
And speaking,
Well, I
of
can
that,
handle Clovis.
Clovis is insane. His city has no order. He's a dangerous asset, or a dangerous addition to this.
It will have
Federation.
order when I get control. I can guarantee.
I don't think those barbarians know anything close to order.
He goes, they understand one thing. It's violence. He goes, and you saw what I did to Clovis. I will make them submit.
I don't know that I trust being part of this confederation anymore, Addo. And it's only been a month.
I say I feel like this is a rocky beginning, to be sure.
It's growing so quickly.
I said, Eric just like, he goes, we can handle our internal affairs first. and then worry about growing. If that's how you guys would prefer to handle this. He goes, but when this assassination is happening, because when it does, he goes, one of you two has to win the election.
We'll just run against each other.
Well, true.
But
But I still feel that we should go more to a more council. Sure, there can be a leader, but there still needs to be.
I agree. He goes, the loser can come be part of my council if they wish, or part of the winners council.
I have no intentions of leaving the New Fire, especially not after killing their leader. I will simply kill the man myself.
I sent poisonous bugs.
Ah.
He's gonna die of sickness.
Well, so much for Maximus Gold. Maximus Gold.
He says, I'm putting my faith in you guys. I'm killing a man that I just made a contract with a month ago, so please have faith in me.
I say I'll trust you.
Is what he says. Is what he said. He goes,
I'll trust you.
Is there anyone that could take our place in Martel? Or could we delay?
he said we can. He goes, Clovis may seem crazy, but he is understanding. If we're honest with him and explain what's going on, I don't know if he can delay the war because wars might not be able to be delayed, but he may consider still joining us because, as I understand the power, he has conquered. He has like more success of conquering than his brother, so he should be.
My concern, Haybrick, is that if we go to Martel to deal with his issues, and the priest dies and our issues, we are not there. We haven't even
been as a bubble. Yeah,
we haven't even been there long enough to
what happens to our city.
He goes, I see your problem. He goes, I will send Wormsinger to Martel. He goes, can I have the archer?
Shaky hands?
No, the other one.
I feel like I'm sending Sin off to get killed if I let him
Yeah,
go.
I just don't feel that our group is yet experienced enough to handle this.
He goes, you showed Clovis something. I don't know what it was.
Luck is what that was. We got there.
He goes, luck is part of battle.
Ado, can I trust you to take care of this issue in New Fire if I go to Martel?
I can handle it, but I must prefer you to be there.
He sees, he goes, I don't want you guys to be. He goes, you guys are obviously teetering on the idea of this confederation. He goes, I don't want that. He goes, I want everyone to be happy, safe, and I want to flourish. He goes, if you like, we've built quickly.
I know. I believe you are stretching our resources too thin, Eric.
He says, the only reason that I'm reaching out to the king, the future king of conquerors, is that our military power is low, and us growing at the rate that we grow will show up on the radar, and people will target us.
I do not disagree or argue that point, but you are putting some of your most valuable resources, apparently they seem to be, in difficult situations.
And you guys come back every time.
You're putting us in 3 different directions. At least 2.
We're stronger together.
Hey, then
I will go to Martel. I will deal with the issues occurring there. Ado has to win the election or be part of the council.
He like Sancho, he goes, I have an idea. He goes, what better way to show joint confederation than if I go to Martel?
I'm okay with that. Do you need me to attend?
He says, he goes, my power should be more than enough. I will bring Wormsinger with me. He goes, this is the plan. He goes, I'm going to leave the bard in charge
Of Westfire.
of the confederation.
These are the decisions that I cannot get behind.
The bard cannot be put in charge.
He goes, he goes, you might not believe it, but he has studied me the most out of anyone here.
I find that hard to believe.
Eric, I just cannot get behind your decision. Your leadership
The bard
skills
is-
are questionable.
The bard is slowly growing on me, but I do not trust him. with any kind of leadership role at this point.
I go, he goes, my only attendants that I could trust are Rio, Wormsinger. He goes, you two, and when I say Wormsinger, and he goes, and Kata's my only other one I've had. He goes,
Entrust it to Rio. I trust you.
Give it to Rio before you give it to Kata.
he goes, is he that bad?
He cannot do the job.
He goes,
He
okay.
is too emotionally unstable. He will go one way 1 minute and another next.
He goes, I've seen it.
He needs more time to grow before he can be a leader.
Absolutely.
He says, okay. He goes, I will leave. I will leave. I will take Wormsinger with me. I'm trying to think, should he have another attendant that he could leave?
In charge?
Yeah. 'Cause someone will have to be in charge while he's gone.
He's got his brother.
Oh, yeah, he does have his brother. He goes, I will leave.
Saladin.
Yeah, I will leave my brother, Saladin, in charge. He goes, not much will happen when he's in charge. He goes,
Not for sure. I've met him. He is not too much of a personality.
not much will happen. Good nor bad. He goes, but Grimoire, I will give you if something bad happens, it's up to you to make the right call.
Where?
He goes, you'll be a new fire, but I will have my brother send ravens
Here?
frequently from Westfire to New Fire. He'll be in
Something bad
Westfire.
happens here.
If something bad happens to the Confederation,
And
anything that happens bad to Westfire, I can handle when I come back.
Who will be supervising Lockfire?
It's still being
Lockfire doesn't
constructed.
even exist.
It's still being
I know.
constructed. The
Who's going to
construction,
be supervising that?
I feel like we haven't already given it,
the
right?
construction, like the construction family's like boss is like there, and Lock probably goes back and
Who's
forth.
defending them?
Who's defending them? He goes from the wolves.
From any potential dangers here.
Because I don't think
These are the leadership
No.
problems that I
Like-
cannot understand.
He goes, we have soldiers there.
Are they currently there? Have they started?
They-
We've
the-
been
the-
gone for like 20 days.
Yeah, the
2
buil-
weeks at this point.
The building is
Starting.
like
I started.
no, it's like more than started. Like he goes, housing is almost done.
We will walk back through Lockfire, and we will take a look at what is
Can we put
happening.
that on the map? Add Lockfire to the map.
Yeah.
Did we add what's the Twisted Fire? Oh, we put the new Martell. You already did. Nice.
And Lockfire is supposed to cut us in half.
So like right here, maybe.
Yeah, the edge of.
And this is more plain, like or woods or just random. Like,
He also says,
It's growing.
he goes, I have one piece of bad news.
Oh, great.
He goes, in order for this election to be official and believable, I'm going to have to make an appearance in New Fire before it happens.
Okay. We can wait.
says-
Addo will be in one of the positions of leadership in the city if the high priest is dead.
And he said, and I have to go to Martell very soon, so I'll make this appearance soon. So put 2 and 2 together. Who's going to be with me?
Where? When?
When the high priest will be dead by nightfall.
Tonight?
Tonight.
damn, that's a quick 6.
So we're going to New Fire tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, he goes, I have to hear news. I can't just show up. Be like, oh, election.
I will go for sure.
He says,
I want to go home. I want to see my house.
he says, I hope the city. He just goes, I hope the city can hold up.
Westfire?
No, New Fire, because he's going. And who do you think's coming with him?
Hmm?
Who do you think's coming with him?
I don't know. Where was it?
Clovis.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, I got to saying the
We're
bad news.
screwed.
I don't want him in our city.
He goes, if he's going to be part of the Confederation,
That is your decision.
I'm glad
he
that.
wants to know. He wants to know.
I'm glad that New Point is super far away from Martell.
I am super glad to.
He says,
How far? So how far travel is from here to everywhere?
We considered that a 5-day trip, and this was supposed to be a 10-day
Yeah.
trip.
what was a 5-day trip? Oh, The southern winds really helped us along. He goes, I can only imagine what you guys experienced in Martell. I said, he said something about you getting put in the pits.
I will never step foot back in Martell unless
I think
He says, once they're apart, it will be a completely different city. He goes, I guarantee, have faith in me. I know what I'm doing.
Eric, my faith in you is slowly decreasing.
He goes, this is getting stressful. You see all these papers that he knocked on the floor?
Yeah, that's why you're so disorganized.
maybe perhaps we need more advisors and things.
He goes, everyone's getting two. I'm getting two.
Two what?
Whoever's lead, all the Jarls are getting like 2 councilmen. Like, so he goes, I'm gonna have 2 because I need 2.
We need to disperse power more, perhaps. That way, not so much is on your shoulders.
We'll sketch this out. We have Westfire leader.
We're gonna try to rename Martell.
Probably.
Aid. An aid. I'm not sure if you put the E on that.
I don't know.
But
So
they
then-
shouldn't be
No,
above.
it'd be like this. Hold on, it'd be like, hey, Rick.
So this is New Fire though now, right?
Mhm.
Technically.
We've never explored here,
Yeah.
and we've never gone up.
Is there any? Have we gone all the way to the mountains? Or,
Yeah, our city
so this
runs
is just like
on-
all like trees and plains and stuff around here. I'm guessing. Just like no other hills or anything. Anyway.
I guess the way I envisioned it would be like more like well, New Fire is relatively small, but it's all of that. These are the plains we've crossed. That's the Axios Forest, and Westfire is right below it. And then there's some stuff down here that we haven't really discussed, and there's a new city over here.
That map's
It'd be
So we just discovered Martell is a whole town. We'll put them over here.
They're like a port city, basically.
Well,
They're
I
close to
don't
it.
think anybody stops there.
Yeah.
that's all I kind of would see it being like.
Wait, what's all his advice like there?
I'm almost thinking that Hayrick might even consider putting an advisor of Westfire.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I don't think he should be. He should just kind of be with the Confederation in general.
That's what he's thinking. Hayrick's thinking about putting an advisor right here.
So, like, instead,
West
my
Fire.
thing is, I wonder if instead of an advisor, if he should be like, well, like same thing as advisor, kind of, but like
Councilman.
councilman.
Yeah, I was
But
thinking about y'all councilman.
yeah.
This map makes the journey to Westfire look more accurate.
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, I agree.
Because now we're just going from there to there, and then that's a little further.
So this is like
Because that's
plains.
really just coming from right there to here,
right. It's pretty quick.
and that's a
What's the
lot
difference
further.
between this and this? Like plains versus just like
The difference was I started all this in pencil. That should be the same. But then I decided maybe it could be a little bit different, like plains versus
like there's trees and stuff there. Like
yeah,
more
Greenland,
like more like yeah,
grassland,
regular.
Greenland, and then these are forests.
Right. Nice.
There is a little city over here called Pax.
So
but
this
nobody
is like
knows
a
about
bunch
it.
of ice up here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big forest city.
That is an island. It's
Right,
called,
forest island.
but we don't know about it.
Gotcha. That's
Well,
awesome. And this is where we were from.
that's where we came from, East Haven. And you did. I actually came from a different place in there. I didn't have come from Millstone.
Hey, Rex, like, where'd you guys get that map?
Yeah.
I wanted to put Martel on the map. I put Martel on the map.
Oh, okay.
Paladin.
He seems
leveled up.
he seems
How
like
much more do I need? I feel like I
I
have to
mean,
be
like
close.
300 or something.
Damn, see, I just need to do some like,
Kill him. There's some questing.
yeah.
you notice that.
Do we
Hey,
get
Rex,
any
like,
like experience like for completing a quest at the end?
we
too?
should. We
I
could.
know. I was thinking about giving it XP for the tomb thing, but Addo wasn't there at that either.
So you notice like, hey, Rex just like looks like kind of like tired and like stressed out, like also
I
like
say,
more than usual.
I say, when should we begin our journey? Hey, Rick.
He
You
goes,
look. Are you even going to be able to keep up with all of this? Are you okay?
he says, "Can I tell you guys something?"
Of course.
Sure. In your moment of vulnerability.
He says, "I don't want to spread panic, but he goes, you guys all right? What's his name? Vexius
Mhm.
has returned, and he goes, his return has also signifies the return of the 7 vampires." He says the rift he created when he resurrected what's his face? Gateway. He goes, there's sloth, lust,
The sun
gluttony.
of my sin.
Yeah.
Wow.
He says that. He goes, I'm more worried about them.
Well, fuck.
He said that's why. He goes, that's my honest reason for trying to grow so fast. I'm not trying to like, he goes, I'm not power hungry. Although I like being in control, not going to lie. He goes, but
We explored a deep tomb of the Knights of the Green Order in the Axios Forest. Have you ever been there?
I know of the tomb. I've never opened it.
It was open when we walked past on the path.
He just did you go in?
We did. It was a mistake.
These idiots. He goes, do you know who opened it?
We were told by a Gelamir longbow that it was likely Axios.
It's most likely. He goes, he just goes. He goes, we're not the only ones forming power either in this country. Obviously, everyone's trying to gain. He's just like, we could have stayed separate and not drawn attention to ourselves, but then quickly went over. His gaining power put us on the map to where we will now have 3 enemies soon. We will have Vexius, which will be seems to be an internal problem. Is that accurate, or is he like a whole continent problem?
He's not just Westfire.
Okay, so he says we'll have Vexius, who will be everyone's problem, but will be our enemy. He goes, we'll have the 7 vampires, who will be everyone's enemy, but specifically mine for reasons I will tell you later. And he says, and then we'll have rival, like we are going to become a nation soon. He goes, we'll get nation status soon.
Why don't we get some sleep, Eric, and we will head to New Fire in the morning? Can you rein in this wild barbarian?
We hear like crashes outside. Kata just walks in. His guitar strings are broken. He goes, Clovis wanted to play the guitar. Yeah, so he goes, yes, everyone can sleep in my estate tonight.
Okie doke.
So we're all in his estate. Clovis is in the other room.
I hate Clovis.
What's wrong with Clovis? I like Clovis.
Well, like, I enjoy his, like, a crazy character, but me and Grimoire and him would not get along.
Say that was like more like on.
Oh, yeah, I would have no chance.
Oh, Kata would love him. Sort of.
Yeah.
So we done? Are we waking up and going?
I'm gonna head
I
out.
think we're done.
All right, guys, we'll have to arrange the rest of this.
I will explain Google Hangouts to you.
I'm gonna stop this. That's
Yeah.
Do you think that was bad?
No, all right. We're making progress.
no, yeah, I like it.
No, everyone was turned against Hayrek. I had to like figure something out.
I love it. Yeah.
Touch